The AultCare YouTube Game of the Week is brought to you by SARTA, Friends and Family Credit Union, CKP Heating and Cooling, Altman Health System, Sugardale Meats, Old Carolina Barbecue, Sarshone Automotive Group, Menchie's Brothers, Novellus, Papa Gyros, and AultCare, because you matter.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to here at Canton South, WHBC YouTube Game of the Week, presented by AultCare, as the Northwest team take on the Canton South Wildcat. So glad you're with us. Maybe down on the sidelines, Thom or Bob Jeffries is our statistician tonight. And the game tonight, two teams that really could use a win when you're looking at not so much the league, especially Manchester. A lot of things change tonight. And I guess, first of all, let's start with Canton South. Their team is young, and they're trying to kind of continue on with that post-Snyder era right now. And Eagle, who's doing a pretty good job. He's a sophomore. Right. He's young, and he's working hard. And things came out
had of implications. In Northwest case, it has to do with positioning and whether you're a 1 seed, 2 seed, something like that. And the thing is true for Canton South. A win changes the prospects of who they play significantly. But it's a game of significance. I'm referring to Kansas when I say that. But they're a young team. They get to coach those young kids one more week, and if you win, you get to coach them another week. I mean, the extended playoff participation is next year's team.
Right. Yeah. Well, if you look at the schedule that Canton South has played, they've lost 5 games. But listen to this: they've lost to Benedictine, to Dover, to Triway, to Manchester, and CVCA. all pretty good football teams if you look at them, and they're all in the playoffs. They're all probably ranked in the top 5 almost in all their football teams that they have played that they've lost to. Now, Northwest has lost to a common opponent in CVCA in Manchester. And so they have played, look at the schedule, they have played, Canton South has a very, very tough schedule. They've won games that they were probably expected to win, but they lost the games they were expected to lose. On the other side of this, you've got Northwest, the team 7-2 coming in here. Out that they're going to catch Manchester, but they're led by Chase Bass. I mentioned it earlier. Max 7, and this is really wonderful things for Northwest.
Right. I looked at stats pregame and studied them, and resemble stats. Another thing that I noticed is they've got 4 receivers with 28 catches or more. So the ball's getting spread around primarily those 4 guys, but I mean that's a lot of catches. Yeah. Receiver. So he's a distributor of the ball in addition to the leading.
Parker Kraft back. This is his 3rd week back after injury. I know he started off slow. Coach DeMarco, I was talking with him earlier. He said we came off slow. More last week. This week he did full. He's another weapon that we start to look at in that position as well.
Sure. And tough. You made reference to their schedule. Tough regular season schedules. Helps get you readier for the really formidable playoff opponents that you might encounter. So there's a payoff to playing tough schedules.
Yeah, they both get in. I know Northwest is probably in for sure. Canton South kind of on the bubble right now. A big win tonight would certainly help them. Let's go down the field now and bring in the 3rd member of our crew, Billy Beebe, standing by. And Billy, we send it down to you. Still in a pretty light apparel right now, if you will. The feeling down on the field, I was down there earlier, it's still fairly warm for football in Week 10. I know talking to some of the coaches, and they both said the same thing. Wow, we're playing football in Week 10, and I'm wearing shorts still. But it's got to be a great feeling, though. Week 10, these seniors down there playing in their last game possibly ever, and some of them going on to college for sure. But the ones that aren't going on, it's kind of an emotional night for all involved.
Yeah, it is a big night, guys. High 50s, limited wind, and no rain. That's all I could ask for in Week 10 of high school football. I'm excited to be down on the sideline. I will say we were here around this atmosphere at this time last year when they were about to go 9-0, 10-0 for the first time in school history. Similar crowd tonight, similar energy, and that speaks to the Canton local school district and their support of this football team. We're excited to get into this one. It's all about bounce back, right? For Northwest, they take a tough loss to CVCA. It's a bit of a beatdown. They answer back with a good win against Triway the next week. For Canton South, this whole season's been a bounce back. They start 2-4. They had a heavy schedule to start. You guys alluded to it. And next thing you know, here they are at the end of the season, a playoff spot looming, but even a better chance to go 500 and take that momentum into the playoff.
Yeah, good point, Billy. Thank you. And, Coach, he makes a good point. And you made the same point. Basically, is you get an extra week or two with these kids. It's certainly helping the kids. If they make the playoffs, you get another week of practice. And if they should happen to win, you get another week. So now you're coaching them 12 weeks already this year, and there's nothing better than that.
Well, that reality, that playoff reality about the benefit to next year's team because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional weeks of practice. Chuck Kyle made that point to me in pregame one time. We usually encountered each other deep in the playoffs, but that is the reality, and that once you are a playoff participant, it's not as hard now as it used to be. Yeah. But you're coaching next year's team this year, and that just benefits next year's season. All
right. Well, this game has always been a great matchup. Final week of the season, we begin our 80th year of WHBC. We're going to take time out when we come back. We'll have the kickoff tonight between the Wildcats and the Indians right here on WHBCSports.com.
At AultCare, we care about your well-being and the importance of being well. You deserve access to the best in healthcare. With over 16,000 providers in network, AultCare makes it easy for you to find a local provider you can trust. Our services are focused entirely on you. AultCare's team of local physicians, nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, and more are available to help you navigate the healthcare system to receive the quality care you deserve. We take your healthcare personally because you matter.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
Get your day started with Pam Cook. It's like your own personal smartphone. And she's fully charged.
True. We're a year older, and and as we get...
Hopefully we're a year wiser. That's the key.
Yes, that's for sure.
Hopefully, oftentimes not so much.
1480 WHBC.
Altman is here for you. In your community. You matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
And welcome back, everybody, to Breck-Buehler Field here at Canton South High School. Frank Cilona, along with Coach Thom McDaniels, Billy Beebe down on the sideline, and Bob Jeffries up here in the booth handling our stats tonight. We're glad you're with us. It is our WHBC AultCare YouTube Game of the Week, Week 10. And what a beautiful night for football as we get set here for some Pac-7 action, Northwest and Canton South. And before we get into it here, Coach, send it downstairs to our sideline guy, Billy Beebe, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Billy, it's been mounting, and we're ready to play some football here, Week 10.
I know, guys. We're really excited to get this one going as the Wildcats take the field. Northwest over on the other end here, they're excited to get out here. Ton of content for you tonight. We'll be previewing all our coverage tomorrow on 1480 WHBC with Massillon McKinley. Staying here tonight, Canton Local School District has a special event coming up, and I got to talk with both the superintendent and some of the people involved. We'll air that at halftime and check in on scores from around the area just because we are live. And like you said, Frank, playoff implications, league implications, everything that's kind of going on. It is Week 10, unbelievably, in high school football.
Yeah, it really is. And, Coach, I know Week 10 for you when you were coaching meant a great deal, and we're going to talk about that as we get going here later tonight. But tonight, it's these guys. It's Canton South. It's Northwest. This is a game that we've ended the season with a few times, and it's always been a great ball game.
Right. I don't know if we've mentioned this. I may not have been paying attention like I should, but John DeMarco's sitting on 99 wins.
99, yeah, he is.
And with the win tonight, he breaks into the Century Club.
Yep. And
that's the least of his concerns.
If he yells 99 at the end of the game, he's meaning to take a knee.
That's correct.
To win that 100th game. So let's make sure we understand
that.
Yes. And all right, we're getting set for football here as we go down to the field. It is Canton South going to kick off, and Northwest will receive. It is our Novellus Kickoff, a worldwide company with locations in Yorksville and Warren. And doing the kicking for Canton South is number 9. That is Landon White. And I tell you what, folks, it is going to be real tough to see the numbers down there for Canton South tonight. They have the all-gray uniforms with a little bit of red trim. The numbers are in red with a little thin white stenciling around the outside of them, so it is tough to see. But Northwest, thank goodness, they have white jerseys with white pants and a nice red number on there. We can really see that one.
The numbers are easier to read if the kids stand still.
If they stand still.
Yeah, like the kids on the sideline right now.
Here we go. Here's the kickoff, and we are underway here in Week 10. And this one is bobbled and fallen on at about the 14-yard line. And a good heads-up play there by Parker Kraft, who we mentioned in the pregame, that is back again after an injury earlier in the year, and Parker is making his way back for the Northwest Indians, playing a little bit a couple of weeks ago, played a lot last week, and he is back. This is his third game back.
Yeah, Northwest had set up a middle return, and it looked good. The blocking pattern provided an opening. He just didn't handle the ball cleanly enough to utilize that.
Let's take a look here at that Northwest offense as Chase Badger, the quarterback, brings him up to the line of scrimmage. See that front five there for the Wildcats. Here they pass out to the left side and taken, and a nice run there, catch and run. Flag goes down late, but the quarterback is Badger, the running back Kraft, Allman, Nicky, Cross, and Musleave are the wide receivers. That one's going to come back, and we've got a holding on Northwest, so that one will come back, and they will start 10 yards back.
Canton South provided edge pressure on the first play from the left defensive side. That may be an indication that, bringing an extra second-level defender may be one of their answers to holding this explosive Northwest offense in check.
All right, when we get a chance here, we'll take a look at that that Canton South defense. Here is Badger, fakes the handoff, and he's going to fire it out to Allman. Allman with some running room there across the 20 to the 21-yard line, and that's where he will go down. Let's take a look here at that defense from Canton South. Spear, Marsh, Conley, and Bryson across the front. Carpenter, Karovic, and Terrell are the linebackers. Chester, Zachary, Cordes, and Conley, the DBs for the Wildcats.
I'm seeing that last play as a RPO with three possibilities. Give on the run to the running back, keep it as Chase Badger is the leading rusher, or throw it, and he chose the third of the three.
Well, that one there was a direct snap right to Parker Kraft, and Parker got stopped there right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got much, if anything. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 from the 21-yard line. So Northwest going to go with 3 receivers this time in the pattern, make it 4, and going to go Kraft to the left of Chase Badger. Badger having an incredible season for the Indians. Here's a pass across the middle, caught, nice reception and run there by Carson Nicky. Gets the first down all the way out to the 39-yard line, and Carson Nicky made himself available right across the middle.
Yeah, South rushed the right outside linebacker, which vacated that part of the zone, and that's where the reception was made. It was a slant route to an undefended area because the defender responsible for that was involved in the pass rush. He was there again.
Here's 5 receivers in the pattern. This one's a quick swing pass on the left side all the way out to midfield, and making the catch there was...
I think it was Landon Cross.
Was that Landon? Okay, yep. Yeah. Landon Cross, number 17 for Northwest. So another first down. Clock continues to roll. 9:42 here in the first quarter of play from Canton South.
South believing again that edge pressure is going to be a helpful thing this evening. They brought a guy every single snap.
Here's Badger, fakes the handoff and takes it forward for about 3 yards that time as he got tripped up there in the middle of that defense. Marsh and Spear tripped him up for the Wildcats. Our starting lineups were brought to you by CKP Heating and Cooling. CKP, keeping the big dogs comfortable.
You know, the blitz is only your friend when it gets home.
Yeah.
So
when it works, right?
They haven't been discouraged yet.
Nope. 5 receivers this time in the pattern. Going to be a wide receiver screen. That's Musleave, and he dropped it. Incomplete pass as Joe Musleave was not able to hang on. Very nice design play there, Coach. He was the end receiver that time. He kind of went back towards the quarterback behind the blockers.
Yeah, that's the reverse of the bubble. That's sometimes referred to as a jailbreak.
Yep.
Always, it seems, to the 3 receiver side, the outside coming inside, and he's the primary receiver.
Trips to the near side this time, and Badger going to throw. Has a lot of time, and now he finds a receiver wide open, but he didn't get the ball in bounds as Logan Allman tried to keep those feet in bounds, but the ball was just too far out for him to catch it.
And he didn't catch it.
No, he didn't.
No, so it was an unsuccessful play for one of 2 reasons, or both.
So that'll bring up a punting situation now, 4th down and 7 for Northwest.
This is actually interesting to me that South won the toss deferred, and they're much better offensively based on the statistics than they are defensively, but they chose to put their D on the field first. But it pays off as they force a punt from Northwest at midfield. So it was a short-lived drive for Northwest in their first possession.
Well, Garber's punt rolls inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line, so a nice punt there for Northwest. Didn't look pretty, but it worked out for them, and Canton South will go on offense from their own 12-yard line, and their quarterback, Brody Beagle, will lead the team out. The Wildcat offense, you look there on your screen, that's Kimberlin, Bryson, Spear, Marsh, and Johnson across the front. Beagle, the quarterback. Xavier Culver is a good one, the running back. Karovic, Bonnell, Jones, and Conley are the receivers. So keep an eye out for Zion Culver, as he is a special talent here for the Wildcats. And here is a running play for him, Culver. So Culver, it's the first snap for Canton South. Gets about 4.
They're in the shotgun. But there's 2 backs in the backfield, or 1 back and an H-back. So that's shotgun formation, but it's I formation run football, at least after 1 play. We'll continue to watch that.
Yep. 2 receivers on the far side. Beagle will look right and going to throw. Has a receiver there, caught and brought down immediately. Good defensive play there. Reception made by Daniel Bonnell.
Now, the receiver just turns at the snap, gives his numbers to the quarterback. Quarterback gets the snap and quickly gets it to him as fast as possible.
Our other games tonight, our radio game, Hoover is at Jackson. Our at Lake. So a lot of good football going on tonight in and around Stark County. Glad you're with us here tonight, live from Canton South. Beagle going to roll this time and evade some pressure. Still on his feet. Across the 25 to 40. Still going. Across midfield. Making some moves. And then finally brought down at the Northwest 30-yard line. And Brody Beagle with a nice run there. And he got South out of a lot of trouble back there.
50 yards.
50 yards.
He didn't look like a sophomore in that play,
No,
did
he didn't. No, sir.
I think that was just a sprint-out pass call, but, a part of the sprint-out passing game, the third alternative is to keep the ball as a quarterback, and he did a great job, great decision, and great result.
There's Culver falling forward for about 3 yards there. We'll take a look at that Northwest defense now. We didn't get a chance to give it to you. The Indians defensively, Smith, Stopling, Stevenson, and Finn across the front. Campbell, Musleave, and Lazarus are the linebackers. Simon, Allman, Cross, and Nicky are the DBs for Canton South. For Northwest. Brought to you by CKP Heating and Cooling. So 2nd down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Get a chance here. We'll check in with Billy Beebe down on the sideline. Here is a running play. Culver falling forward, getting closer to that first down. Going to be a couple yards short.
Canton South staff not afraid to play a young kid at quarterback. She started as a freshman, as I recall, and Brody Beagle is a sophomore, and in week 10 of your sophomore year, he's not a sophomore anymore now.
No, that's what they say. After this play, we will check in with Billy Beebe as the Wildcats have it 3rd down and 2. And Beagle going to hand it off. A lot of running room that time. Enough for the first down is Culver. And got a man down there for Northwest. while they tend to him, let's send it downstairs. Brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Billy Beebe.
Hey, guys, other games tonight with 1480 WHBC are Altman Health Systems radio game of the week. It is Hoover at Jackson. I know we're all really excited to see how that one ends. Jackson's probably the hottest team in Stark County right now. Start a game, WSports.com. Got Lake at Green. Finishing the season, got to finish strong, guys. Those are two playoff teams. They may not have a chance at it anymore, but you got to finish strong and head into the playoffs strong.
Yep, absolutely, Billy. Thank you. I want to mention our referee tonight is Thom Palmer. Our umpire, Andy Boscarillo. Our linesman is Greg Hall. The line judge is Brad McKinnon, and the back judge is James Scragg. Those are our officials here tonight.
The last run play was a power play to the right from the shotgun. They pulled the left guard, and the H-back is the second blocker on the play. The guard would pull and kick out the edge defender, and the H-back would pull through and play the role of the backside guard on traditional I-formation power football, off-tackle football. We'll watch to see that again.
Well, they are still tending to the young man down on the field, and while they do that, we will step away for a minute here and come back. Canton South, our score is scoreless here in the first quarter, 5:30 to go. We'll be back.
What's Dad doing out there? Trying to smoke his own bacon.
Sugardale has been slow smoking and perfectly seasoning bacon for more than 100 years. So you're sure to get that same craveable taste every single time. Sugardale, leave the hard work to us.
Back here at Canton South, and the young man down on the field, Brady Finn, the senior defensive end for Northwest. They did help him off the field. He not putting a lot of pressure on that lower leg, so we hope Brady is okay. Back on the field, it is 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Here is a pump fake in the end zone, wide open for the touchdown. And boy, oh boy, you couldn't have got any more open than Torres Conley was right there for the touchdown.
You know, the now pass they completed earlier?
Yes.
Where I say you can't get it to him quick enough. He pump faked that. The defender bid on that, and he was open by 10 yards, 15 yards.
Yeah.
What a great beginning for South. They kick off, force a punt, take the ball the length of the field, have a 50-yard play within that drive, and are up 6-0, waiting on the extra point.
Yeah, Landon White out there to kick it, and he has it teed up, and it is good. So with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter, the home team, the Wildcats of Canton South, strike first, 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
Get into SARTA and get SARTA Smart. Who rides SARTA? You do. You, your neighbors, coworkers, or the people behind you at the grocery store. Our riders are moms, dads, students, retirees, and commuters. To help persons with disabilities, our ProLine countywide service picks them up and takes them direct to their destination. SARTA riders tell us they appreciate and enjoy all the places we can take them. And that's how you get into SARTA and where you get super SARTA Smart.
Back here at Breck Bueller Stadium, Breck Bueller Field here at Canton South. 7-0. The Wildcats with the lead. We'll check that scoring drive here right after the kick. And this one is in the air and at about the 5-yard line. That is Parker Kraft, and Kraft takes it across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And the Indians will have pretty good field position as they take their next snap. And, Tom, you have the scoring drive brought to you by SARTA.
Yes, I do. Canton South opens with a 7-play drive with their first possession. Took 3 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock. They covered 88 yards. The final 17, a touchdown pass from Brody Beagle to Torres Conley. Extra point by Landon White was good, and South has the early lead, 7-0 over Northwest.
All right, the Indians back on offense, trying to answer that. Badger with some time. Now he's going to scramble out of there And good job there by Canton South to kind of keep him contained. He got about 4 yards, but it was a tough 4 yards for Chase Badger, I'm sorry.
I wanted to mention they set up the middle return on the kick return, and it was successful. They got about 30 yards. But the ball was kicked so deeply that it took the ball carrier a while to get to the wedge. That wedge might have to drop just a little bit deeper to be more effective.
Here's a pass caught and a first down gotten by Carson Nicky. And Nicky takes it across the 43 to the 44-yard line. Oh, let's see here where they mark him. It looks like they're going backwards. Going back to the 42. Okay.
We would call that a speed out.
That is not a first down. I beg your pardon. Or is it? Now
Yes.
they make a move. Okay.
Yeah.
So they look like they put it right next to the down marker, but now they're saying it's a first down. So first down for Northwest. Trips on the near side. You've got a receiver on the far side. Parker Kraft in the backfield next to Badger, and he gets the handoff, and boy, oh boy, Canton South was waiting there. And big number 54, that is Luke Sopteline, was right there to make the stop.
The pressure got home on that particular play. Again, edge pressure from the left of South's defense, and it got home. They got results.
Boy, Sopteline read that perfectly. Trips on the near side again, and back to pass Badger. Going to step it up, got running room, going to keep it, across the 45 to about the 48-yard line, and he slides down. And that's going to bring up a third down. Yeah, third down and about 4.
Did we mention that Chase is also their leading rusher?
Yeah, he is.
It leads them in attempts and yardage gained. So if every play begins and maybe ends with him, we shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, 526 on the ground for Badger, 2,190 through the air. Talk about a season there. Here's a pass caught and tiptoeing his way and making the catch before he falls out of bounds is Logan Allman.
That's a long throw.
It was a long throw.
You know, the ball was at or near the left hash, maybe more so toward the middle of the field, and he completed it on the sideline. And it wasn't a short out cut. It was a deep out cut.
So a 1st and 10 for Northwest. They're going to hurry up, get back to the line. Trips on the near side again. That common formation for them. And South jumped off sides.
They got free 5 yards.
Free 5, that's right. Hey, want to remind everybody, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. at Loby's Irish Pub and Grill, we are having our pregame party for the big game. Great food and drink specials, football talk, and more. We'll see you there. Billy Beebe and I will be manning the mics, and we hope we'll see Thom McDaniels there. Dan Belford will be there. Bob Jeffries will be there. Everybody's pointing. Like, I'll be there. All right, here's another throw and catch for a first down. Everybody will be there, and we hope that you'll join us as well. Got great breakfast specials there.
Did we mention that they're serving breakfast?
They are. I just said, yeah. There's great breakfast, so don't eat before you come. Come hungry.
I've been there.
Pam Cook says she's picking up the tab, so.
But not for breakfast, so I'm anxious to try that out.
Free food for us.
Can't have too many good places for breakfast.
That's right. All right, let's get back to football here. Badger, plenty of time, throws, has a man. Nice throw, nice catch that time. Coming up with it is Landon Cross.
And I'll say, guys, they brought us food to the station the other day. We got to try
the
breakfast menu. So got my thumbs up on the breakfast burrito. Terrific.
Okay.
Terrific.
I'm coming hungry.
That deep out cut, that's a timing throw.
Yes.
Quarterback gets his drop, gets set, releases the ball, actually at or before the receiver turns his head to look for it.
Yep, there it is. Nice catch. 5 receivers in the pattern. Wild snap. Badger had to go get it, and he's lucky that he didn't lose more than he did. Lost about a yard there, and it's going to bring up third down and about 3, almost 4 for the Wildcats. And that one kind of got away from the center, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't a little bit inaccurate. That was a lot inaccurate.
It was a lot inaccurate.
I mean, he had to change his positioning and grab it with his left hand, one hand. It was that far off its intended destination.
All right. We got 5 receivers in the pattern this time. Blitz coming from South. He gets away from it. Badgers got running room. Inside the 20 to the 15 and out of bounds. And he picks up a first down. Pickup of about 8 yards there for Chase Badger. And, Coach, that's where those quick feet come into play.
Well, and I'm beginning to understand that that all of his rush attempts aren't by design. That's a reaction to pressure, and he's got the ability to save the day on that particular play by using his legs.
Here is a fake handoff. Badger going to keep it and throw. Has Allman, and Allman near the 5 and pushed out of bounds. And I tell you what, that was a little miscommunication again in the backfield. The ball kind of went between Parker Kraft and Chase Badger. I don't know if we have a chance to see it here. That was a little before that, but yeah, good job.
I think it's another inaccurate snap.
Yeah, it was.
The halfback actually thought that he might have to take the snap. It was that far off center and in his direction.
All right, 2nd down and 4 now. And here is Badger going to pitch it out to Kraft, and Parker Kraft gets it inside the 5. Let's see where they mark him.
Quick score update, guys. North Canton Hoover striking first at Jackson as they go up 7-0 in that rivalry game. And as we said, Hoover trying to better their standing heading into the playoffs, and Jackson trying to stay hot as they've won 5 of 6.
Wow. 3rd and about 3 yards for the first down. They can get a first down here inside the 5. Badger fakes the handoff, going to keep it, and he's going to stroll into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yep, untouched.
5 yards for Chase Badger. Gives him his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And Badger did a nice job there, Coach, just reading that play.
Fake to the back, pull the backside guard, kick out, wide open.
Yep, made it look easy. Ben Shantz now on for the extra point attempt to try to tie this one at 7. 1:31 here in the first quarter. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So we go 1:31 here in the first quarter of play, and we are tied between the Wildcats and the Indians. We'll be back right after this.
For over 60 years, Friends and Family Credit Union has proudly served Stark County. We provide financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Whether it's a loan, savings, checking, or other financial services, now more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family. Come visit any of our 3 locations, online or our mobile app. Our focus is always you, the member.
Back here at Canton South, a 5-yard run for the score from the red zone, the Sarshone red zone that Northwest was in. You get your own at Sarshone, and they sure did. Coach, you've got that scoring drive.
Yeah, Canton South's first possession got John DeMarco's attention, and his offense responded accordingly.
Yes,
with their second possession. They had 13 plays, and it used up 3 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock. Total yards 68. The final 4, a TD run by Chase Badger, extra point by Ben Shantz was good, and we are tied at 7.
All righty. Northwest now to kick it off. Here is a wobbly kick taken at about the 15-yard line. And knocked down at about the 25-yard line. And that's where Canton South will start their next possession, returning the football for the Wildcats, number 24, and that is Braylon Terrell.
Junior, 5'10", 155.
So Canton South now will go on offense. The Wildcats able to punch it in on their first possession. Let's see what Coach Matt Dennison in his 4th year at Canton South, 24th year overall. He's 30-9 here at Canton South has 182 wins in his career. Beagle going to throw, has a man caught and then put down right at the 45-yard line. A nice catch that time from Grady Cordes. And Cordes goes right down as soon as he catches it.
Nice execution of what we call 4 verticals, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, 2 run up the boundary, 2 run up the hash. You read the free safety. He chose to throw to the inside receiver to the right. Completion, nice gain. Chunk play.
First down, 46-yard line. Canton South moving the football. Here is Culver with the run, and Culver gets about a yard, and a nice defensive play there coming up, making the stop for the Indians is John Campbell, who has 94 tackles on the year, 54 of them solos, 38 assists, so he gets involved in a lot of tackles.
That's near 10 solos a game, right?
Yeah. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Canton South. Here is a snap. Going to hand it off to Culver again. Culver gets it to about midfield, and that's where he goes down. So pickup of about 3, and that might take us to the end of quarter number 1. Clock winding down to 5, 4, 3, and that's going to pretty much do it here for quarter number 1. So we have played 1 here at Canton South, and we are tied at 7 between the Wildcats of Canton South and the Indians of Northwest. We'll be back.
As sheriff, George Meyer removed violent fugitives from our streets and is a recognized leader in the fight against drugs. George Meyer secured over $10 million in grants, saving our taxpayer dollars. And George Meyer was chosen to lead the State Sheriff's Association. That's why Sheriff Meyer earned the endorsement of our Fraternal Order of Police. Let's back the blue and keep our award-winning sheriff who saves taxpayer dollars. Sheriff George Meyer, a proven crime fighter, endorsed by law enforcement.
At AultCare, we care about your well-being and the importance of being well. You deserve access to the best in healthcare. With over 16,000 providers in network, AultCare makes it easy for you to find a local provider you can trust. Our services are focused entirely on you. AultCare's team of local physicians, nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, and more are available to help you navigate the healthcare system to receive the quality care you deserve. We take your healthcare personally because you matter.
As we start quarter number 2, Beagle going to go long, and we've got a pass interference play called. The ball was overthrown, but the defensive back there, Ullman, had a hold of the jersey of the receiver, and that's going to cost the Indians some yardage right there.
Yeah,
see it right there.
Thank goodness it's not a spot foul.
No.
It was an uncatchable throw and out of bounds by a lot.
Yeah.
But they get a benefit.
So South gets the first down now because of the penalty. Culver in the backfield here next to Beagle. Here is the handoff. Nope, he kept it, and Beagle got to about the 39-yard line, and that was about it.
That's a designed run for the quarterback. That's not an improvisation.
Mm-hmm.
Fake to the back on an inside run, attracting the attention of the defenders, and he's going to try to keep it off of the fake to the same side.
A little bit different as far as this offense for Canton South as compared to last year. Certainly you have the loss of Poochie Snyder due to graduation, and here is Beagle. You see him running a lot more. Although Poochie did run the football a lot, but Beagle there picks up a nice chunk of yards. That's kind of his forte. Picks up a first down, I should say.
I'm trying to give credit to the H-back because he had a great kick-out block on the right.
Okay.
And they pulled the backside guard. They use him on the counter, and they use him on the power play. He's done an excellent job in the run game, blocking for Xavier Culver.
I want to say it's Cordes, Coach, but let's see if I can get a.
There's a 5 in the number.
Okay, here is one in the end zone, incomplete.
I just can't read it.
Yeah, they're so hard to read right now. It's just darkness and.
Well, the back number's bigger, so I'm trying to get that. I'm thinking it looks like a 15 to me.
Yeah, that's Landon Karavic. I think that's who I think you're looking for there.
Well, he's having a really good game. He's not touching the ball,
right?
But he's affecting the outcome of every play.
Yeah, and that's you see that more in basketball, how he does without the football, without the basketball. But here it's the same thing in football, how he does without the football. Here's Culver running the football and getting inside the 20-yard line, so pick up about 6 or 7 there.
That's a lead play. Mm-hmm. So he's the lead blocker on the counter, the power play, and the lead. And you can't run the ball that way. That's I formation football out of the gun. Mm-hmm. You can't run that without a guy like him.
Yeah. Well, he certainly is contributing to the success of this running game right now for Canton South. Culver still to the right of Beagle. And he's going to get the handoff this time. And Culver. And it is 15, Coach. I was just watching there to see who that lead blocker was. And it is certainly Landon Karavic, who is the lead guy on these running plays.
Right. That was a called, designed quarterback run. He fakes the back left to right, and they pull the right guard and Landon. And it's just the quarterback keeping the quarterback version of the running back play.
Conley is on the near side, the wide receiver, and they're going to stay on the ground and give it to the running back Culver. Let's see, did he get the first down? It's close.
Yep.
He got it.
Yeah, I was watching the chain gang. They were moving before it was even signaled, so that's an indication, too. Yeah. Doesn't mean they're right, but
no. You better be right if you're moving those chains. You're going to get yelled at. 9:29 and counting here, 9:26. And the Canton South Wildcats putting together a nice drive here again as they are getting close to that red zone, the Sarshone Automotive Group red zone.
Karavic is back in the game.
There is a pass caught and brought down immediately. Great defensive play that time. And making the catch was Daniel Bonnell, but making that defensive play was Landon Cross for Northwest. So good play there defensively.
Yeah, when Brody Beagle's senior, that ball's going to get out there to that guy a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long throw.
So they're going to move the football to that far hash now. 8:35 and counting here before halftime. Don't forget to stick around halftime. Billy's got a really cool interview. He spoke with Brent Yeagley and some of the cast members, and that one is brought down in the backfield. So a loss on the play. Getting back to Billy's interview, Brent Yeagley and some of the cast members from Beauty and the Beast going to be performed here at Canton South. It'll be interesting to hear what those folks have to say. I saw Billy down there talking to that group earlier, so looking forward to hearing what they have to say here at halftime. So stick around. We've got that. We've got stats, analysis. We'll give you some scores as well as we come to you live tonight from Canton South. Pac-7 action, our YouTube game of the week presented by AultCare. There is a throw, incomplete. Great coverage that time by Northwest, and making the play there. Logan Allman defensively was all over that receiver.
Yeah, he was covered within a foot, and the ball was low and away anyway.
Fourth down now, and 13. They're at the 18-yard line, and so it's going to be a 35-yard field goal attempt, and that is Landon White. He has plenty of range. So a 35-yard attempt.
3 of 6 on field goal attempts this year.
The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the left. He had the distance.
Yeah, he did. Just a little bit left.
Yep. So Northwest holds, and they will come back on offense.
They come up scoreless, but that was a positive possession.
It was. Yep. Hey, the food fight is over, and the winner will be announced during the second quarter of the Massillon-McKinley game tomorrow. Be sure to listen on 1480 WHBC or Mix 94.1, and thank you to everyone who donated. The Stark County Hunger Task Force thanks you as well. And a lot of great things come out of that contest tomorrow. Not only is it a great rivalry, but a lot of great things for the community as well, and that is one of them. Here's Badger looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he slides down at about the 27-yard line. Coach, he was looking deep. Didn't have anybody, though.
Yeah, it was a deep drop, and you need more protection, to throw those deep routes.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave it a good look, but that clock, that silent clock that's in his head, and all quarterbacks should have it, that alarm went off, and
time to go.
He gave up on the play and made something out of nothing.
Yeah. All right, so just short of the first down, brings up 2nd down and 2. Going to put a man in motion here and give it to Parker. No, he kept it, and Badger fooled everybody, including me. Takes it all the way out to the 42-yard line, and that's another first down. 6:53 on the clock here before halftime, so plenty of time for Northwest.
Another RPO. There's 3 pieces to that play. You can give the ball to the back.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep it as a quarterback, or because he's sprinting out, he can select to throw to one of multiple receivers, and he gets to pick the option that's best, and he made the right decision on that one by keeping it.
Badger going to throw again. Has time. Finally flushed out of the pocket and looks. Got a guy. 46, 47, all the way out to about the 49-yard line, and that's Landon Cross, who's made a couple of catches. That's his 3rd catch, I believe, isn't it? 4th catch, Bob? All right. So Landon, 4 catches, 32 yards.
Yep.
He's doing a nice job.
He had deep intentions again.
He did. Yeah, he did. 2nd down and 3.
That's suggesting that, South's providing good coverage.
Yep. He had a little time in that pocket, then it started to collapse on him. Here's a fake, and then a throw to Allman. Allman across the 45, inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. And check that. That was Joe Musleave with the catch. Number 20.
That's a play-action throw. That's their version of the bubble, which requires blocking by the other wide receivers, and they did a good job on that play.
Here we go. Trips on the near side this time. One receiver far side. Fake. Quick hit. Middle. That is Allman that time. And Allman inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. So nice play call there, Coach. Had everybody spread out a little bit, and Allman with that short slant there across the middle.
Off of a play fake to the back, left to right. So we're going to move people, move backers specifically, to the side where the running back is gone, and they vacate, and he's got an open guy.
2nd down and about 2. Man in motion now is Allman. And looking to throw, and behind the receiver that time. He had Carson Nicky, kind of threw it behind him, though, so incomplete.
And he wasn't going to be open by much. There was a very small window there, and he had the ball just outside the window on the back shoulder.
Yes, he did. 4:58. Clock stopped here in the second quarter. Tied at 7 between these two teams. Always, we talk about this game always being a good one here in Week 10.
We want 2.5 more quarters of this. This is fun.
Yes, sir. Here is a handoff. Nope, a fake. Badger going to keep it, and he's real close to the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him or not.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
Yes, they are.
Did you notice how long he and the running back shared the ball?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they possessed the ball together, and that's the key to that RPO stuff.
Yeah,
is you got to be convincing, in the fake or give to the back.
Yeah, it's tough to tackle them both if you're a defender, right?
It is tough to tackle them both. Not many people can do that.
No,
but he sold the run to the back, and it made his play, his carry successful.
It was a first down. 4 receivers in the pattern this time. Going to throw it out wide receiver screen this time. That is Nicky. Carson Nicky goes out of bounds right at the first down marker, enough for the first down. So they'll keep the chains moving. The clock will stop at 4:24.
Picked on the weakness of the coverage. A safety lined up deep was responsible for the inside receiver on that formation. So you're going to require the safety to have to come from depth to make the tackle on the play, while the outside receiver provides blocking on the corner.
Badger now going to give it to Parker this time. Parker Kraft with some running room. Boy, his feet are moving in there, just picking up yardage along the way. Inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line, and Parker Kraft shows what they have been missing throughout the mid part of this season as he is back.
He looked healthy. He showed two things there, a little dipsy-do to make a guy miss, and then power at the end of the run, pushing the pile.
Mm-hmm.
He's healthy.
He's healthy, is right. First and goal, they are inside the Sarchone Auto Group red zone. And here is a fake pitch. Badger going to keep it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. 8 yards out for Chase Badger, and the Indians take a 13-7 lead.
They were in a bunch trips formation to the right. That's where 3 receivers are in close proximity to each other and to the offensive lineman. He faked the toss play there, and you've got 4 reasons to believe the play's going that way. 3 receivers blocking in a back, and it opened things up on the left. That, again, is a design play. He made the right decision to keep it.
Shantz on for the extra point. And this one is up, and this one is good. So with 3:54 to go here in the first half, Northwest has jumped out to a 7-point lead. Indians 14, Wildcats 7. We'll be back.
Sharing a big family moment. Working hard from home. Relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life. Engaged. Where reliable internet has never been more important. MCTV extends your family's reach with consistent speeds and whole home Wi-Fi. Making life at home engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. MCTV. We go the extra smile.
Back here at Canton South, we are at Breck Bueller Field on a beautiful renovated stadium over the last couple of years. Great crowd on hand tonight. Week 10 of high school football. After the kick here, we'll go to Coach for that Sarda scoring drive, and then we'll send it down to Billy and get some scores and updates for you around Stark County. A lot of games going on, a lot of rivalry games here tonight in Week 10, and been watching my WHBCSports.com scores pop up here, and we'll get Billy to give us some more of those. Here is a short pooch kick caught at about the 40 or 37-yard line and pushed out of bounds. Now we got a whistle and a a flag.
It's a foul.
Well, it is a foul, yeah, I guess. I'm in basketball mode already.
Not yet. Not
yet.
All
right, Coach, while we're doing that, let's take a look at that Sarda scoring drive.
Okay. Northwest goes 80 yards in 9 plays, eating up 3 minutes and 46 seconds. And at 3:54 of the second quarter, they have a 14-7 lead. The touchdown was an 8-yard TD run by Badger. Surprise, surprise. Extra point by Shantz was good, and Northwest leads 14-7 over Canton South.
All righty. Thank you there. And we've got a penalty here. There was a
major
unsportsmanlike 15-yarder against Northwest, so that will move Canton South even further. And, Coach, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds, you've got some time here to put something in the end zone possibly.
It was a pooch kick, and they were ready for it.
They were. So South on the offensive side this time, and handoff to Culver. And Culver spinning and making people miss. Still on his feet inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. And it'll be a first down for Canton South. And let's send it downstairs to Billy Beebe, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Billy.
Hey, guys, WHBCSports.com. That's where you want to get all your scores. Right now in the backyard brawl of Alliance, the Aviators trailing the Marlington Dukes 10-7. Green and Lake on the WHBC Sports Stream Game of the Week, 14-7. The Green Bulldogs lead it. Louisville jumping on Worcester 14-0. And Hoover, a 20-6 early lead on Jackson. More scores on WHBCSports.com.
All right, Billy, thank you so much. A short gain there by the Wildcats. Also want to throw in a couple of scores I was looking at here. Sandy Valley 12-7 over Tusky Valley. And what else do we have here? I know I was going to give you another one here. Minerva is losing to Carrollton 29-0. So the woes continue for the Lions.
I know I'm making a big deal about Landon Karovic, but I hope that we can get a replay of him doing a great job as a lead blocker. There's going to be plenty of opportunities because I don't think he's missed tonight. He's done an excellent job. I'm really fascinated to see, I-formation football, though it's in the gun, and seeing a lead blocker, how unselfish that is.
Yeah.
He's a skilled guy and he's got a skilled player number, but he's doing a great job, and he's only 5'10", 195. That's not big in terms of quote blocking backs.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see him play.
That last running play there by Xavier Culver got called back. It was a great running play, by the way. He was running through and around people there, but it got called back for a hold. So that'll move the Wildcats back to the 33-yard line, brings up a 2nd down and 16 for Canton South. So wipes off a nice run there by Culver. There is Beagle. Going to throw into the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown! Torres Conley, his 2nd of the night.
And we've got 2 safeties from Northwest that are pointing at each other, thinking that perhaps I'm reading body language. I thought that was your responsibility.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was your responsibility. Again, I'm saying this. That's not necessarily what's being said, but there was some confusion.
Yeah.
Between the 2 safeties. To have a guy that wide open.
Yep.
In the end zone.
Landon White to attempt the extra point here to tie it up as the Wildcats strike quickly. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up, and it is good. So we are tied at 14 with 2:19 to go here in the first half. Don't go anywhere. Still more scoring possibly here before the halftime. We'll be back.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They will start you at $22 per hour or higher, and there are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to Novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's Novelis.com. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Back here at Canton South, Breckbuehler Field, they call it here. And we've got a good one. 14-14 with 2:19 to go here in the first half. And, Coach, you've been impressed certainly by this running game of Canton South. And I know you've talked about the young man, Landon Karovic, who's done a great job of just lead blocking, kind of doesn't get the accolades because Xavier Culver and Brody Beagle are getting the runs, but he's opening up a lot of holes for this guy.
Yeah, he's got my attention. They run for 160 yards a game.
Mm-hmm. Here is the kickoff, and it is fumbled out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. And Parker Kraft kind of lost control of it, and Northwest is going to have to start at the 5.
Do you know if Parker Kraft catches that ball while he's out of bounds, that's like them kicking the ball off out of bounds?
No, okay.
You make him kick it again.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's been coached to do that. But,
right.
But, if you get out of bounds and catch it, it's treated as if they kick the ball out of bounds and they're penalized as a result.
I did not know that.
Over. Yep. Billy, did you know that?
Here we go. Handoff. Nope. Badger's going to keep it. Got it out to about the 12-yard line, 13 maybe, as Coach takes a look at that Canton South Sarda scoring drive.
And a score that was faster than we anticipated. It only took South 4 plays to travel 61 yards. It used up 1 minute and 35 seconds of clock. 33-yard TD pass from Beagle to Conley. Extra point by White is good, and we're all tied up 14-14 with 1:49 left in the second quarter.
Northwest going to set up a screen. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw right there. Looking for Ullman out of the backfield, and that was kind of lobbed up in the air there, kind of hung up there longer than I think Coach DeMarco wanted it to be.
Yeah, generally you want the ball completed behind the line of scrimmage to your receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while the offensive linemen in high school, they can work downfield. But, you know, the back was amongst the linemen. And, yep, sort of lobbed up to nobody.
3rd down and 3, and we've got a whistle. Let's see. Oh, we might have an offsides here by Canton South.
Yep.
Oh, boy. That's a freebie right there.
Yeah, you'll take the freebies as long as they're going to offer them to you.
So it'll be a 1st down for Northwest via the penalty there.
1:42 on the clock, and I'm certain they'll operate a little faster than they have, though they've not been slow. They're a tempo team.
Badger this time sets up a screen to Kraft, and Parker Kraft got brought down as soon as he caught the football. So a nice defensive play there by Canton South. Trying to figure out, that might have been your boy there, Coach.
I think
Landon Karovic.
I suspected that it was one of the D linemen who sniffed that out. I'm not sure we couldn't get the number fast enough or quickly enough.
Or visibly enough.
Yeah, but it was good defense versus the play call.
Yeah, so it'll be a 2nd down now and 9, just a yard on the pickup. Trips on the near side, back to throw. Badger got time, throws, and too far for Ullman to bring in. Or did he catch it?
No, they gave it to him.
He got it. Okay, he's on the far side of the field there. Wasn't able to tell if he brought that in, but he did.
Another deep drop.
Clock stops.
And South's got safeties playing deeper, anticipating, you know, some kind of a deep threat.
3rd down and 3 here. Big play for Northwest. Trips on the near side. There's a fake handoff, and Badger going to keep it. Gets the 1st down and a little more out to the 30-yard line. And they are going to call. Are they going to call a timeout or not? I thought they were, but maybe not. Nope. Clock will run here as they spot the ball.
Badger had his hand on the back of the blocker moving in front of him. I love it when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to stay behind him, use him.
Yep, Badger going to get flushed out of the pocket, points to his guy to get downfield, and what a catch! Oh, my goodness, Landon Cross, did he catch it? Yes. Wow, what a throw and what a catch there by Landon Cross as he got it across midfield to the 44-yard line. That make sure we keep that one in the can. That could be our key play replay of the night. Look at this. Wow.
I'm hoping we've got some better yet to come. But that's
definitely going
amazing.
in there.
Yeah.
All right, Badger going to roll right this time. Looks, throws, has a man, and stepping out of bounds. Doing a nice job that time is Logan Ullman.
They're well coached.
Yes, they are.
They use the 3 receiver to the field. They use the inside trip to help secure the edge rusher to the side that the quarterback was sprinting to, so that the quarterback could break, contain, and get to the edge. And you don't see that an awful lot where we're asking a wideout, to block a big guy.
Yeah.
But it was, well conceived and obviously practiced and executed well.
Frank, you know that key play replay has to meet the McDaniels standard. So.
Oh, he liked it. He was smiling.
No, I'm just hoping for more. Let's have an argument at the end of the game. That's good
right.
for us, right?
That's right. All right, Badger going to roll and throw, and did he catch it? Yes, he did. And again, Landon Cross, Mr. Surehands, with his 6th catch here in the first half. Clock is at 11 seconds, and now we're going to get a timeout. Northwest is going to take their timeout. Don't forget, guys, this drive started at the 5-yard line.
Yeah. Well, Chase can improvise. He can escape, and he can execute at the end of the improvisation, because that's what that was. That's not how you drew that one up. But as he's running and escaping, he's got vision where it needs to be on receivers in the secondary, and he's found 2 on this possession.
Yeah.
At or near the sideline. One was a chunk play, and that kept the drive alive.
Yep. Hey, want to remind everybody the Buckeyes will take on Nebraska tomorrow. We'll keep you updated during the Massillon-McKinley game. We will not have that one on air for you, but Dan and Coach McDaniels will be doing the radio tomorrow. I forgot to mention that. You're going to be jumping over to the radio side tomorrow, covering that ball game for our guys. And I did remind you earlier tonight that you are on loan with them. You are not staying there.
Yeah, well, they tell me I've got a face for radio, so that's probably good for me, you know.
I didn't want to say that. All right, 5 receivers in the pattern for Northwest. Got Kraft in motion. Badger going to throw, has Kraft wide open, and he's going to have to get out of bounds, and he does inside the 15 to the 14 with 3 seconds left. And that will probably bring on Ben Shantz for a field goal, maybe. Just maybe.
They were a little late getting that clock stopped. I was watching it, because he went out of bounds, but till you get it signaled, I mean, they're human.
Yep.
But they were only going to have, 5 seconds or, time for one play, which we expected to be a field goal attempt. Maybe not.
Yep. Yeah, again, tomorrow, that radio broadcast on 1480 WHBC, brought to you by Dan Belford, Thom McDaniels, Denny Kincaid, Kenny Rhoda. We'll all be there. Billy Beebe will be on the sideline doing some of our social media stuff. I'll be down there as well. I'll stay out of his way. But it'll be a fun day tomorrow.
Loved being at Massillon on Saturday afternoons in the fall.
Loved it. Yep. And you said something to me, Coach, and I want to make sure that we say this. And you've been part of that rivalry forever. And you said to me, there's no Massillon without McKinley, and there's no McKinley without Massillon.
Yep.
And I thought, you know what, that is a profound statement.
Well, it's reality. I mean, it's commonsensical to me. I mean, I had great respect for them. I had great appreciation for being part of that thing.
Yeah.
And you cannot have a rivalry without an opponent.
Right.
And this one's got history and tradition behind it. So, no, it's a special game.
So with 3.1 seconds to go, Ben Shantz is going to try a 31-yard field goal. That one is up, plenty of distance, and it is good. So great clock management, a 95-yard drive for Northwest sends us to halftime with our score. Northwest 17 and Canton South 14. The Old Carolina Barbecue halftime report comes up next. Stay with us.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
From the heart of the Hall of Fame city to the Carnation City, all the way into the City of Champions. Mixed Mornings have come back home, and we can't wait to have you on our team.
Sounds like Stark County. Mixed Mornings with Matt Fantone. Weekdays 6 till 10. Mix 94.1.
CKP Heating and Cooling is the go-to name for heating, cooling, and more. Local owners Chaz and Ty want to thank the community for their business and support. For heating, cooling, refrigeration, boiler work, sheet metal, custom fabrication, and more, go with CKP. Call 330-791-3029 or visit them online at ckphvac.com.
A strong community brings people together and lifts them through all of life's challenges. At Friends and Family Credit Union, we believe a dependable financial resource is crucial for a strong community. That's why, in addition to our financial services, we support our neighbors whenever we can. Giving back to our community, we strive to be a part of the growth and success of our institutions, organizations, and neighbors. Because when they succeed, we succeed.
Welcome back to our Old Carolina Barbecue halftime report. Frank Cilona, Coach Thom McDaniels, Billy Beebe, and Bob Jeffries with you here tonight as we've got a good one here at halftime, 17-14. You see our score there between Northwest and Canton South. Northwest got a a score there right before half, and Coach has that start a scoring drive.
Yeah, it was sort of one of those a blink of the eye scores that took 2 minutes and 19 seconds, but it seemed to be much faster than that. Number of plays, 10. They got off 10 plays in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. That's excellent end of the half offense. And it ends, they traversed 81 yards, but it ends with a 31-yard field goal by Ben Johnson. Northwest has a 3-point lead, 17-14 over Canton South.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. And a great first half. I mean, these two teams always entertain here in Week 10. And, I thought coming into this game, I don't care if Northwest is 7-2 or 2-7 and vice versa for Canton South. They always entertain. They always have a good football game here in Week 10. And, we mentioned it in the pregame, Canton South has 5 losses, okay? They have not lost to just the, worst teams out there in the state of Ohio. They've lost to 5 really, really good teams, Benedictine, Dover, Manchester. I think Manchester's still undefeated, Triway, and, the CVCA. Those are 5 really good football teams. So they have played some pretty good competition, and they're giving Northwest everything they can handle.
Well, formidable opposition is on the scoreboard, 17-14. They're at a 3-point deficit to a team that's 7-2 and going to have a nice spot if Northwest ends up winning. Have a nice spot in the playoff. But that's tough schedule speaking right there.
Sure is. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Billy Beebe will have a great interview for us down on the field that he did with some folks here at Canton South, and we'll bring that to you as well. And then we'll have some stats, analysis, and scores to wrap up our Old Carolina Barbecue halftime report. We'll be back.
What's Dad doing out there? Trying to smoke his own bacon.
Sugardale has been slow smoking and perfectly seasoning bacon for more than 100 years. So you're sure to get that same craveable taste every single time. Sugardale, leave the hard work to us.
As sheriff, George Meyer removed violent fugitives from our streets and is a recognized leader in the fight against drugs. George Meyer secured over $10 million in grants, saving our taxpayer dollars. And George Meyer was chosen to lead the State Sheriff's Association. That's why Sheriff Meyer earned the endorsement of our Fraternal Order of Police. Let's back the blue and keep our award-winning sheriff who saves taxpayer dollars. Sheriff George Meyer, a proven crime fighter, endorsed by law enforcement.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life, engaged, where reliable internet has never been more important. MCTV extends your family's reach with consistent speeds and whole home Wi-Fi, making life at home engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. MCTV, we go the extra smile.
Welcome to the Old Carolina Barbecue Halftime Show. Billy Beebe with you. A special interview with what's happening in the Canton Local School District. I'm joined by Superintendent Brett Yeagley. Brett, thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem, Billy. Thank you for being here and for featuring our kids tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some other special guests we'll get to in just a second. A lot of fall sports going on right now. We love to feature those, but other things happening in the community here at Canton Local School District. Brett, before we get into our guests, our superstars that we brought with us tonight, the arts. Very important to this school district. It was something we landed on that we wanted to talk about tonight. Before we get into what we're going to talk about the arts here in the district.
No, absolutely. I think part of having a well-rounded education is what obviously happens in the classroom, what happens athletic fields, but also what happens in the arts. And we have an outstanding marching band, our choir program, and our Sounds of South, fantastic. And I love the opportunities that it provides for the kids. We've had our kids performing at the Grand Ole Opry, at the Cavs games. We've had kids playing the national anthem through our band at the Guardians game. And then on top of it, what we're going to talk about tonight are musicals. So really excited about those opportunities for our kids.
Absolutely. Exciting to say the least, as, we have a great musical coming up here locally, and we've got two of the stars right here. Guys, introduce yourselves.
My name is Tony Kuliak. I'm a senior this year, and I'm playing Babette.
I'm Eliana Maley. I'm a junior, and I am playing Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast.
Awesome. Guys, let's say with this, what has the process been like trying to get this thing going rehearsal-wise along with school that you kind of have going on?
Honestly, it's a little hectic, and it takes time to balance it all out, but it's worth it, and at the end, it's nice to see it all come together and all the work we've put into it. So,
what's been your favorite part so far?
Honestly, just going over all the Disney music you hear, be our guest, Gaston, the iconic Beauty and the Beast song. It's just honestly so much fun to put yourself in the mind of what Walt Disney really had.
Guys, talk to me about your director a little bit. Let us know who is the director, what's the best part about him or her?
We have John Zamorelli, and he just came here last year, and he's been a very great thing for our program and has very us out in many ways. So, we've really enjoyed him being here.
Yeah, what's been your favorite part about John?
I love his enthusiasm for what he does. He is all over the place, whether it's set building, learning your music, going over, is really hands-on and make sure that everyone is comfortable and that we all do a fantastic job.
Love it. Great answers. Guys, let's meet two more members of the cast here. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
I am Trace Lewis. I am a sophomore in high school, and I play Cogsworth.
My name is Elisha Davidson, and I am a freshman, and I play Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast.
Fellas, already doing the musical, but I see you got a little bit extra going on. What's it like doing multiple things here at the school? Fun, tough, hectic? How would you describe it, and why are we doing multiple things?
I would probably describe it as fun, tough, hectic, but it's hard, but I love putting in the work and doing what I can to help the school out.
Yeah, it's really tough, especially, but when you get used to it, it's really fun, and you just get used to it just in the flip of a coin.
The cast of your musical, you guys have to spend a ton of time together. Is it a tight-knit group?
I'd say so. A lot of the main characters are really tight-knit. We all try to help all the new people and anybody we can with learning parts, singing songs, choreography, anything.
Yeah, we love just kind criticism. It's especially hectic between the main people since we barely have any time to do lines, but it's really good. It's really fun.
Brett, how impressed are you with the kids in your district? They're not just doing a musical, they're doing band, they're doing choir, they've got their schoolwork, they're coming out and supporting the football team tonight.
No, it's exactly what you want. I mean, you want your kids to experience so many different things, and so we're very proud that we have kids that work so hard to put everything into this, and it's what makes being in high school a lot of fun. And our kids, and I love the way our band and our choir and everybody works together. We have kids that do multiple sports, multiple activities, and I think that's what's good for kids, and so I'm really proud of our kids for taking advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Who are you playing in the play?
I don't have a role, but I will be there. I know there's 3 nights of it. It's Friday, November 8th, Saturday, 2 shows. There's the 3 o'clock and a 7 o'clock, and then again on Sunday there's a 3 o'clock show. One of the cool things, and I don't know if the kids want to talk about, on Saturday, prior to the matinee show, they're going to have a lunch where elementary school kids, and I guess adults as well, but can come on in, eat lunch with the cast, and then get an opportunity to go see the show. So I will not be playing any parts, but I'll be there cheering them on really, really loudly. So
I love it. I'll stick with the guys here. Talk about the luncheon a little bit. Sounds really exciting.
The lunch, we haven't really spoken about it during the main characters, but I'm really excited for it. I remember being a little kid and just wanting to do meeting main characters. I always loved theater, so I think this is a great thing.
Yeah, and what would it mean to inspire some smaller kids to get involved with something similar one day?
I feel like that it would just be amazing too, which is the reason why we're here today. We got inspired very young, especially, and we still love it to this day.
We'll go back to the ladies here. We were talking before we went live here. You guys have done multiple musicals, and we talked about choir too. Talk about some other things you guys have done and really have led you to get ready for this.
I've been doing musicals since I was in 6th grade, and I've done it. I can't even count how many I've done here. But honestly, it's been, out of all the things I've done, it's been one of the best things I've done here that has kind of helped me grow as a person and meet new people. And we just become so tight as a family almost. And it's really fun to just become so close with people and, get a good friendships and stuff. So,
yeah, if you had to make your pitch, somebody's thinking about buying a ticket, they need something to do. What's your pitch to them?
Well, theater has definitely brought me closer to a lot of people. Last year was my first year of theater, and before then I was very standoffish. I didn't like to do anything, but I found that the best part of theater was finding your friends who would later become your family, and honestly, I don't know what I would do without them.
That's great, guys. I think it's going to be a really exciting night. Brett, one more time for us, the dates, times, and everything going on with that.
Yep, absolutely. So it's Friday night, November 8th. Then that starts at 7 o'clock. Saturday, then, we have a 3 o'clock show and a 7 o'clock show on November 9th. And then on Sunday, November 10th, again at 3 o'clock. And, guys, I will tell you this. If you enjoy theater, if just seeing kids really thrive, our productions have been amazing. I've been so impressed since I've been here, and I have no doubt this is going to be another great show. Our kids and our director is very, very talented. It's a lot of fun to watch them on the stage, so I'd love to have everyone come out and support them.
Here at the high school, correct?
Yep, right here at Canton South High School in the Performing Arts Center.
I'd love to hear it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the Old Carolina Barbecue halftime show. We're going to get you back to the second half.
CKP Heating and Cooling is the go-to name for heating, cooling, and more. Local owners Chaz and Ty want to thank the community for their business and support. For heating, cooling, refrigeration, boiler work, sheet metal, custom fabrication, and more, go with CKP. Call 330-791-3029 or visit them online at ckphvac.com.
Get your day started with Pam Cook. She's like your own personal smartphone. And she's fully charged.
True. We're a year older, and as we get...
Hopefully we're a year wiser. That's the key.
Yes, that's for sure.
Hopefully, oftentimes not so much.
1480 WHBC.
What's Dad doing out there? Trying to smoke his own bacon.
Sugardale has been slow smoking and perfectly seasoning bacon for more than 100 years. So you're sure to get that same craveable taste every single time. Sugardale, leave the hard work to us.
Welcome back here at our I almost said North Carolina, Old Carolina Barbecue. They specialize in some of that North Carolina pork, though. That's pretty good stuff.
They got Old Carolinas in North Carolina.
I know. Yeah. I was listening to them today on the Kenny and JT show, and he was talking about the pork being a big part of that down in North Carolina. But the Old Carolina Barbecue halftime report, and we are at halftime here at 17-14 Northwest. A very close ball game, exciting and entertaining ball game, and you've got numbers. Let's hear what you got.
I do have numbers. Northwest has a halftime lead over Canton South, 17-14. Northwest has 85 yards rushing, but 193 passing. Canton South has 122 yards rushing and 78 passing. So we've got almost 500 yards of offense at half. It's 278 for Northwest and 200 for Canton South. Both teams, first downs, Northwest 16, Canton South 12. Time of possession, 13:25 for Northwest and 10 minutes 35 seconds for Canton South. 0 turnovers, only 3 penalties per team. Northwest 3 penalties for 35 and Canton South 3 penalties for 25. So it's a very clean game, fun, a lot of offense, and big plays, everything we're looking for in an offensive half. For Northwest, Chase Badger, 19 completions and 23 attempts. That's a ball game for most guys. Yeah, I mean, I know guys who can't do that against air, but 193 yards, no TDs, no interceptions. He's also the leading rusher, 12 rushes for 73 yards and 2 TDs. Logan Allman has 8 catches for 64 yards, and Landon Cross has 6 catches for 68 yards. On the Canton South side, Brody Beagle, 7 attempts, 5 completions, 78 yards, 2 TDs. So he's maximizing his attempts with 2 TDs on those 7 attempts. Zion Culver, 10 rushes, 54 yards. Brody Beagle, 6 rushes for 68. And Therese Conley has 2 of those 5 completions for 50 yards, and he has the 2 TDs.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Good numbers put up by both teams. Very entertaining first half. Take a look at some scores here in and around the area. Carrollton leads Minerva 36-0 at halftime. Fairless up on top of Tuslaw at halftime, 7-3. Salem and West Branch. Ooh, that's a good one. West Branch is trailing 7-6 at halftime at home versus Salem. It is Alliance 28-10 over Marlington at halftime. Green and Lake are tied at 14 at halftime. Louisville leading Worcester 14-3. That one a halftime score. It is halftime at Jackson. Hoover leads the Polar Bears 20-13. Down in Magnolia, boy, Tusky Valley beating up on Sandy Valley now 21-12 at halftime. It is Malvern over East Canton, the Battle of the Hornets, 27-0 at halftime. And Perry leads Glen Oak by a score of 17-7 going into halftime. And, Coach, we're going to send it down to Billy Beebe, who is standing by with, it's senior night here at Canton South, and we saw here before the ball game tonight, before we went on the air, they were honoring all the seniors, the football players, the band, the cheerleaders. Billy's got a group of girls down there, the cheerleaders, that he wants to talk to. So, Billy, take it away.
Yep, Frank, senior night here at Canton South High School. Want to honor the cheerleaders here tonight. They just wanted to run by the camera earlier. I said, no way, we'll give you guys a moment to shine. So, guys, feel free to introduce yourselves and then real quick give your favorite cheerleading memory.
I'm Corinne Badley, and my favorite cheer memory is competing at States my freshman year.
My name is Martasia Hill, and my favorite memory is us going undefeated last year in football.
Hi, I'm Layla, and my favorite memory is swimming at team bonding with my team.
Hi, my name is Marissa Anderson, and my favorite cheer memory would be making pumpkins all together.
Hi, my name's Emily Wheeler, and my favorite memory is just coming out here every week to cheer and support our team.
I'm Allie Kuhn. My favorite cheer memory is painting pumpkins. When we all paint pumpkins.
I'm Summer Hastings Peterson. My favorite cheer memory is making it to the Final Four last year.
Awesome, guys. Great job. Congratulations. Do you have a quick cheer you want to do real quick? All right, go ahead.
Let's go staggered a little bit. Let's go, Cats, let's go. Let's go, Cats, let's go. Let's go, Cats, let's go.
Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Canton Township Community Park on Warrior Street.
There you go.
All right.
Senior night, guys, as we continue to celebrate here at Canton South High School.
All right, Billy, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Great job, and best of luck as you continue on your careers. You know, we talk about the football and all the other athletes, but the cheerleaders move on as well. They sometimes go on to college and cheer and choose other career paths as well, so we want to wish them well as we move on here.
I married a cheerleader.
You did?
I did.
And she's been cheering for you for how many years now?
That's Coach. There you go.
She was my worst critic, too.
I love, it's a shame that folks can't hear some of the stories we talk about off the air because, diving into the mind of Thom McDaniels, we try to pick his brain as best we can, and I know it's been a fun year, Coach, having you here, and we enjoy doing that, hearing the stories, and just the things that you've done over the years. I know the folks know what you've done at Canton McKinley, at Warren Harding, at Jackson, and things like that, but we get to see the real Thom McDaniels here.
We're going to make them buy the book, aren't we, Billy?
Got to buy the book?
Yep, got to buy the book.
Oh, boy. Billy, have you read that book?
Coach said I could ghostwrite, Frank.
I need one of those.
We could do a sit-down tell-all. What do you think about that? It was funny you guys say that. We had Scott Garcia on the huddle last week, I think, and we said this must have been a crazy season for you guys, and he said, I'll make the book one day. Don't worry. The things you guys wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I tell you, that is something. But it's been a great year. Week 10, and Coach, you've been wonderful to work with, and we thank you for spending time with us.
This has been a lot of fun.
And we look forward to it. We've got another broadcast. We don't know when. It might be next week. It might be the following week. We are going to do a playoff game, and we'll let the folks know that we pick a good matchup. We're going to bring that one to you, and we look forward to that. Tomorrow is all about Massillon McKinley, and our 1480 WHBC radio team will bring that one to you. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock. Don't forget, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will be at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill. Billy Beebe and I will kick off things at 9 a.m. We'll have all kinds of guests throughout the morning between 9 and 11. And then at noon, we will have the stadium show over in the tent at the stadium. And then 2 o'clock is the kickoff of the biggest rivalry in all of high school sports. And we look forward to bringing that one to you. Coach Thom McDaniels will be joining our radio crew, filling in for Mark Miller, who couldn't be here tomorrow. But we look forward to that broadcast as well. So it's going to be a great day. Weather should be great for us. And so make sure you tune in tomorrow. So we are getting set here to start the second half of play as Northwest will tee it up, and they will kick it off to the Wildcats. Here's a low line drive kick. Bounces and picked up at about the 3-yard line. Oh, stumbles a little bit and making his way out to about the 17-yard line. And that is where Canton South will start. Braylon Terrell was the man on the return for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those kickoffs this year with those funny spins, and the ball makes unpredictable bounces. Because it's not a basketball,
right?
And it's always interesting watching the kids try to field that unpredictable bounce of the ball. It usually ends up in bad field position.
Yep. So the Wildcats will start at their own 18-yard line. Here is Culver. Xavier gets out to about the 20-yard line, so a pickup of 2. And bring up a 2nd down and 8. The high school football playoffs begin next week, as I mentioned. All games will be played on Friday nights, and we will have you covered, as many Stark County teams as possible. We'll be checking into the playoffs next week. Check out our website for our schedule. First thing Monday morning, we'll have it up.
Always an exciting day to find out who and when.
Yeah. Usually late Sunday they'll let us know, let everyone know. We'll post it. Here is a running play, and Beagle will take it across the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
Complimentary play to the first down play where they gave the ball to the back. Fake the ball to the back. I'm going to keep it, and it sets up a 3rd and very short.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 from the 27. So let's see here if Canton South can keep this drive alive as they start the second half. Remember, they deferred in that first half. They wanted the football here to start the second half, and they have it with a close game intact. 17-14 our score. Here is a running play. Culver has the first down, gets it out to about the 31-yard line. So nice hard run there by Xavier.
Yep, they
or Zion. I'm sorry.
Yep, they ran the ball behind Landon Karovic's very good lead block on the play side linebacker.
Yep. So Zion Culver picks up the first down.
12 carries, 60 yards.
All right.
South is 4-6 on third downs tonight.
So 1st and 10 for Canton South. 10-13 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats have done much of this on the ground. Here's a pass play now. Beagle going to be flushed out of the pocket and brought down at about the 33-yard line. So nice defensive play that time, Coach. He didn't see anyone open, and he had to run it. And then he was swallowed up by that interior line.
Yeah, really good coverage by Northwest. There was no separation between defender and any of the 4 receivers who were involved in the route.
Connor Stevenson, Colin Smith, Luke Stopteline, Brady Finn, all across the front there for Northwest. We didn't get a report on Brady Finn. We probably need to check on that young man. He came out early in the game. Here's a pass play, and not much there for Daniel Bonnell.
Great reaction by Landon Cross coming from his safety position, which is the deepest position on the field defensively for Northwest at the time, to make that tackle at or near the line of scrimmage. Landon Cross, number 17.
There is a rollout by Beagle, and he's got pressure, and he's going to go down. Parker Kraft in the backfield brings him down. And Parker Kraft making his name stand out here defensively.
John Campbell involved in the play also.
You see here on the replay, Beagle looking downfield. I don't think he saw Kraft to the last minute and not able to get away.
They haven't had many plays like that, but that's probably the most negative play that they've had in the ball game.
Cortez going to kick it away. High knuckleball kick. Hits at the 42. Takes a Northwest bounce all the way out to the 47. That ball bounced 5 yards in the air. Hit at the 42. Came all the way back to the 47 and was downed right there by Canton South.
It's a pitching wedge, right?
It is. That was man, I would love to be able to check one up like that.
Yeah. Short punt. Again, and I'm that crazy guy that thinks that every catchable punt should be caught in the air, but that was probably too short to be catchable.
That was Canton South's first punt tonight, too.
Was it really? Wow.
They need more practice.
Here is a swing pass out to 17, and that is Landon Cross. And Landon takes it inside the 40 to the 38-yard line, so first down for Northwest.
And Northwest doing the best job I've seen this season of receivers blocking for the third receiver on that bubble play. A lot of times it's not been great blocking by the other receivers not catching the ball, but they're doing a really good job of that tonight.
All right, here is a fake handoff, and Badger, boy, he kind of held that ball out there for a while, and that was reminiscent of the play earlier where they both shared it. That time they weren't sharing it, but he was kind of holding it out there.
Well, again, it was an errant snap, a little high and to the left.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying to sell the fake without being able to mesh with the running back.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about a mesh between running back and quarterback when you give him the ball or fake to him. But he was, not in phase to do that, but he did the best that he could.
There is a pass batted down and a nice defensive play that time. Canton South coming up and making a nice defensive play. That was 20. Who was that in the defensive backfield there? Was that Malachi Zachary, 23?
He ran free.
Yeah.
Ran free into the backfield.
Yep.
And was in a possession to either sack the quarterback or, as in this particular instance, he knocked the ball down.
Yep. I was talking to some of the coaches before the ball game tonight, and they were real high on that young man. Malachi Zachary, number 23, is a junior. They say he is a hard-working kid, good kid to coach. Here is Badger. Got some trouble, but he gets out of it. has some running room, but he's going to throw. Oh, he dropped the football and not able to come up with it. Was Carson Nicky, and no one feels worse about it than he does.
Yeah. Badger avoided a sack, kept the play alive, and I don't know if he could have got the first down with a keep. But he had an open guy. He did the right thing, presented the ball to him, and it was catchable, and just couldn't make the completion. And looks like they're sending the punt team on the field.
Yep, punt team is out, and after this play, we will check in with Billy Beebe down on the sideline.
South sends a returner late, number 7.
Yep, that is Torres Conley, who has been very active in the receiving part of it. He's going to catch it at about the 8-yard line, or the 13-yard line, and go down right there. Let's check in down on the sideline with our Billy Beebe, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Billy.
Guys, let's talk WHBC out in the community. Last night, trunk or treat, Stadium Park. I went as Billy the Kid. I went with the bandana, the cowboy hat. I had holsters, but I decided to go with bananas instead, just, firearm safety and all that at the park. So we had a great night. You can always follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to look at great pictures like that. And shout out anybody who came out to that. That was a free event. That was a fun event out in the community.
Nice. Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid.
What were you passing out, by the way? I just was curious. What kind of candy?
We had gummy bears and just all the OG candies,
Okay. All right. Nice.
We're going to try to showcase Landon Karavic's ability to block by highlighting a play here at some point in this possession, maybe for Canton South.
Yep.
Coach
Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Hold on a second, Bill. And you can see.
Lead block on number 5. He's been doing that kind of thing all night long.
Yep. All right, Billy, we'll be back here to you in a second. Here is Beagle going to throw and overthrows the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up a 4th down for Canton South. Billy, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought that was a great point by Coach there because we saw Matt Dennison as they headed out for the second half, guys. He was talking with the O-line specifically about how they're going to move as the ball snapped and then how he wants them staying away from the penalties. He was really, really stressed out about some of the things he saw in that first half.
Mm-hmm. I think I said 4th down. It is 3rd down.
3rd down.
So I stand corrected. So 3rd down and 9 for Canton South. 3 receivers now in the pattern. Beagle got some pressure, and he goes down in the backfield. Parker Kraft, and he has come in and made some great plays, not only offensively but defensively as well. So Parker Kraft comes in, gets the sack, and that will force a punting situation.
So he's healthy defensively, too.
He sure is.
Right.
Tell you what, they miss him, and that's going to be a nice addition as they go into the playoffs as to have him back. So Garber will stand with his heels on the goal line. So Northwest should get pretty good field position out of this. A wobbly kick, short kick, hits at the 35, bounces and rolls all the way to midfield. So a 15-yard roll that time. And that is where Northwest will start this next drive. And, Coach, again, I know you're an advocate of catching that ball, and that 15 yards makes a big difference.
It's not where it lands; it's where it stops.
Yeah,
and so there's 15 hidden yards to the benefit of South and to the detriment of Northwest. But it is what it is.
Trips on the near side, one wide receiver, far side, fake handoff. Badger's going to keep it, has some running room. Picks up about 5 yards to the 45-yard line. And
great fake and no problem with the mesh between Chase and the running back. There were 2 Canton South defenders tackling the back without the ball.
Right. That's a heck of a fake.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Same formation this time, but 2 wide receivers now. Empty set in the backfield. Badger with time. Lobs one left side, intended for Parker Kraft, just out of his reach. So incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Indians.
Yeah, we only had one punt in the first half. We've already had 3 punts here in the second half.
I was going to wait until after this third down call to say what I'm about to say, but so far not as sharp as we saw in the first half on either side.
No.
Well, let this third down play happen.
3rd and 6, and speaking of sharp, they were not sharp there as they moved offensively. It's going to cost them 5. And while they walk that back, I want to remind everybody the Cleveland Browns, that team up north that we so love, will host the Baltimore Ravens Sunday at 1 o'clock. You'll hear that game live on 1480 WHBC. Jameis Winston gets the start at quarterback, and Ken Dorsey will be calling the plays. We'll see how that goes.
Coach Dennison won't be happy with that, will he, Billy?
No, he won't.
No.
Here is a running play. Parker Kraft going to pick up the first down and more.
No, Coach is right. He just went over to his assistants, said, I've had enough of it. We got to get that fixed.
Yeah, I see him walking up and down the sidelines. You're right.
And it's like Antonio Hall said a few weeks ago when we were at Glen Oak. He said that's on the assistants at times to get that cleaned up.
Absolutely. They're position coaches. If you're a head coach, you may coach a position, but you don't coach all 22.
Yeah.
You've got to have great coaching from the assistants.
1st and 10 for the Indians. Here is a quarterback run, and Badger got to about the 35. I think he tried to maybe look for Parker Kraft, but Parker was ahead of him that time and wasn't able to even carry out the fake. So I think that one was on Badger the whole time.
Well, the previous play, he used him as a blocker after he faked to him. And they shared the ball for considerable time in the space of the snap and the whistle. 3 seconds, 2 seconds is considerable time. But
here is Parker Kraft in motion. Going to be a screen out there as he's got 3 receivers blocking for him, and Kraft breaks some tackles inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. And I tell you what, it's been a blessing, I think, for Northwest. They really like having Parker Kraft back. They are utilizing him offensively and defensively.
Yeah, he didn't get good blocking at the beginning of the play, but he avoided tackles and then used power at the end of the possession of the ball. He does a good job of that. Of when I made the most of this carry, I'm going to resort to power and I'm going to push the pile, push the tacklers, so that they're falling backwards and I'm not.
They list him as 5'8", 175. I got to think he's bigger than 5'8", 175.
He plays bigger than that.
He plays bigger, I know that. But he seems a little bigger to me.
But we wouldn't question the heights and weights of players and
he's taller
programs.
Than me. Yeah.
Especially high school programs, right?
That's right. Some don't even give us that.
Yeah. College recruiters come around to take a look at the 6'2" linebacker that's 5'11". A lot.
Here's Kraft again, has some running room, zigzagging through the line.
Falls on the ground.
And a fumble, and Canton South recovers. Oh, boy, Parker Kraft looked like he was on his way to the end zone and just lost the football there. Let's see if maybe someone knocked it out of his hands, if we can take a look at that. But Canton South was able to jump on it, and, Coach, there you go. Look at that.
Yep. Weaving his way in and out and between tacklers.
We got a helmet on the football, looks like, yeah.
Just lost possession. There's certain points of pressure you have to have on the football to guarantee ball security, and he was missing one of those points of pressure apparently.
Yeah. Hey, want to remind everybody, stick around at the end of tonight's ball game. We'll have our Old Carolina Barbecue Player of the Game, Old Carolina Barbecue, the official barbecue of football. The winner gets a $25 gift card for their efforts tonight. Here is Culver, and Zion Culver with a nice run gets it out to about the 12-yard line. I also want to remind you that we have our Sugardale Key Play Replay of the game. Sugardale, predictably delicious since 1920. And we've already been talking about that. At halftime, we were looking at some video on that. So we've got some possibilities here for our Sugardale replay of the game.
Thinking back to Parker's fumble, guys who fight tackles and give second and third efforts, at the end of the carries, they're perhaps prone to putting the ball on the ground because at some point, you're being engaged by would-be tacklers, and the next tackler is going to go for the ball.
Yeah, you're fighting, and yep. So Culver that time, not much. Third down. And what is it, 14?
First turnover of the game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Bob Jeffries, our statistician, as he has been all year. Third down play. Beagle going to throw, has a man caught at the 24-yard line. They're saying, yes, it was a catch. And it is a first down for Canton South.
He dug that out.
Yes, he did.
That might be one that benefits from no replay.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see here. We have it up here in the booth. We can look at it. And I think he caught it.
No, that's clean.
Yeah,
that's clean. That's good officiating. Good call.
Yep.
Who was our receiver on that play?
Daniel Bonnell.
Bonnell, yep.
Excellent job.
Fourth catch, 21 yards.
So a stoppage of play.
Flag.
What's going on here? Is there a flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the very sideline.
Oh, I see it way over there.
The far wing official.
Yep. Offsides. Offense. Wow, they lined up offsides.
Those pre-snap penalties give you gray hair, ulcers.
Yeah. So going to move them back 5.
My goodness.
So line of scrimmage now, the 19-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Here's a screen. Oh, it's a double pass. They've got a man, and incomplete and broken up by number 9, Devin Simon.
I'd love to see
for
that.
Northwest.
I'd love to see that replay.
That might have been a little early, wasn't it?
I think so.
It was a little early, but it was a double pass that time. And let's see here as the receiver. Well, not too bad.
His right arm, I believe, is over his right shoulder.
Not
That looks
too
like
bad.
what they do in the NFL and get away with it.
They get away with it. So good defensive play there by Northwest. Simon was not fooled. Second down and 15. Here is Beagle, Brody Beagle with some running room across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Where's the spot?
He's close.
Yep.
He's close. They got to get to the 34, though, I believe. He's about a yard, maybe a yard and a half short.
It was an interesting call on 2nd and long.
Yeah.
But, again, they're using the lead back who did a good job, and it's 3rd and reasonable, which is what you're looking for.
Conley going to be split out wide here on the near side. He's been active in that wide receiving room tonight. And this one is going to be real close. They run it to about the 34-yard line.
He got it.
He got it.
Yep. Lead play, and it looked like Northwest was expecting it. When 15's in the game, it's not 100%, but it's close. It's going to be a run play, and he's in and out. So you might pay attention to that as we go along. I've been watching that, and when he's in the game, they're or play action pass.
Eagle is going to throw, has a man, overthrew him. So, and we've got a flag in the backfield near the quarterback. Let's see what that's all about.
Well, the Whitehead called it.
Yes, sir. That is probably going to be roughing the passer. Let's see.
Yes, it is.
It is. So they're going to add 15 to that one.
The whole third quarter's been played on this half of the field.
It has, yeah.
And South's been backed up to their own goal line, and Northwest had good field position and couldn't benefit from it. The fumble prevented that from being a score, but we're actually at midfield now.
Yeah, we're there. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line to be exact. Man in motion is Jones. Here is a handoff to the running back. Culver has some room. Got it inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And Zion Culver, who has 919 yards coming into the ball game, he's got to be over that now. Over 1,000, right?
Yeah, he's got 76.
76. So
the night. So
the quick math gives him.
Well, the run game was good to him in the first half.
1,006.
they may get this play off before the third quarter ends.
Yep, 19 seconds and counting. They will. 1st and 10. There's a snap. Culver now with the carry. Zion, and he gets pushed back after a gain of about 3. So that will be a carry of about 2 yards, bring up a 2nd down and 8 when we come back, because we have played 3 quarters here at Canton South. Our score, Northwest 17, Canton South 14. We'll be back right after these timeouts.
What's Dad doing out there? Trying to smoke his own bacon.
Sugardale has been slow smoking and perfectly seasoning bacon for more than 100 years. So you're sure to get that same craveable taste every single time. Sugardale, leave the hard work to us.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They will start you at $22 per hour or higher, and there are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to Novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's Novelis.com. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Coming back here to the fourth quarter, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff we talk about during the break, but you'll have to read the book. Here is a pass, and did he catch it? No. Incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Canton South Wildcats.
Once again, I'm going to mention that Brody Beagle will get that ball out to that guy, to the wide side of the field a lot faster next year and the year after that. He's a 5'8", 150-pound guy. He's accurate, but he's going to have more strength in his throw. And getting the ball quickly on that particular play is critical to the success of the play.
There he is, quarterback draw, and he got hit pretty hard right there at about the 36-yard line, but he bounces right back up.
Got a crazy story from 2 weeks ago for the Wildcats, Frank, that Coach Dennison told on the Saturday morning huddle. They lost 2 guys, 2 starters in 2 days before the game. One guy dislocated his shoulder on the final play of an no pads practice. And then Zion Culver had an allergic reaction to new gloves he bought the night of the game, so he was not able to play.
Probably
they still ended up winning.
A latex allergy or something like that, I bet.
Yeah, it was. That's what it was.
Wow. There is a throw and knocked away from the receiver. Good defensive play that time by Devin Simon again.
I don't know which of the 2 receivers that was intended for.
I don't know either. It went through one hand and hit off the other. Yeah. Let's see if we have that. But, it was interesting because I saw 2 receivers over there as well. There's a look at it. They both stopped about 10 yards apart maybe, over one and off the hands of the other. Yeah.
And they probably wonder who the ball was intended for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, went through Jones's hands, actually. Allman going to be in motion now. Badger's going to throw it. Or no, he's going to run it. And he's brought down at about the 39-yard line.
Ran for 35 yards and gained 4.
Gained 4. Yep. 10:50 to go here in the ball game. Hey, the food fight is over, and the winner will be announced during the second quarter of tomorrow's Massillon-McKinley game. Be sure to listen on 1480 WHBC or Mix 94.1, and thank you to everyone who donated. The Stark County Hunger Task Force thanks you as well. Here is a play up the middle and brought down at about the 46-yard line. Another first down for the Indians. That's Parker Kraft again. Kraft, what, about 38 yards on 7 carries? Is that what you got, Bob?
That is right.
All right.
I'm going to mention this, whether it's pertinent or not, but many of the snaps are inaccurate to the left. There it is again.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback had to actually move. that's the kind of thing that you have to fix while you're winning.
Yeah.
Because somewhere along the line, against quality opposition, that's going to be inaccurate enough to
can't get
end
away
up
with
as
it.
a turnover. No, you can't get away with it. But that's why, as coaches, we tried to be especially critical after wins, because the score is a liar sometimes. You can win big and play badly.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yep.
But they've got to fix that.
Parker Kraft tried to get through there, but got brought down after a gain of about a yard and not much more. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. This is an important drive here for Northwest because they lead by 3, clock running, 9:20 to go in the ball game. If they can pick up a couple of first downs here and possibly punch it in for a score, this would be a huge drive for them.
Make it a 2-score game.
It would, yeah.
And it's equally big for Canton South.
Absolutely. Yep. So the Wildcats' big defensive play here on 3rd and 7. Let's see what the play call is. You've got trips on the far side, 1 receiver on the near side. Badger. South looking at blitzing, but they pull back. Badger rolls, throws, got a man. Did he get it in bounds? Yes. They say yes, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. And a great catch there by Logan Allman. And, again, that could be another one of our key replay catches of the game, or plays of the game, I should say. What a play there to keep this drive alive for Logan Allman.
We'll take a look at it. It looks like an excellent job of toe tapping at the end.
Yep, he got it in. Here is a running play. And Badger, again, following his running back. So Chase Badger.
How many carries now for him?
18 carries, 84 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Northwest also is 9 of 11 on 3rd down conversions.
Yep. Trips on the near side again. Familiar formation for Northwest. Badger going to throw. Has a man open and down at the 5-yard line. Carson Nicky, who comes up big for Northwest. And the Wildcats. The Indians, I should say, are on the move inside the Sarshone Auto Group red zone.
Canton South player down.
They do.
His ability to escape and to keep plays alive results in open receivers because we've got secondary people who think they have to come up to make the tackle, and he decelerates, comes under control, and delivers the ball. And that play was a perfect example of that.
Billy Beebe down on the sideline. Let's check in with Billy, brought to you by our friends at Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. And Billy, your thoughts tonight about Parker Kraft. We had Northwest earlier on the season, and he has played, in my opinion, very well on both sides of the ball tonight. You know, we hear about Chase Badger and all the things he's done, but Parker Kraft has been pretty special tonight as well.
Yeah, and that's a guy that we talk about all the time, Frank. Get the ball in his hands, right? If he's one of your better players, make sure he has the ball. Saw him on the kick return unit, bubble passes, straight-up runs. I mean, anything they can do to get the ball in his hands. And then we have a huge respect at WHBC for all the games we cover for the two-way guys. So the physicality of having to do that always matters.
All right, here's a fake pitch. Badger going to keep it, spins, and gets to about the 2-yard line.
Parker Kraft did that as a junior, too.
Yeah, he did.
We covered a game or two of theirs, and I remember him from last year.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a special talent, and I'm sure they are glad to have him back.
Yeah, well, he's got, 25 carries coming into this game for 136 yards and a TD. And I'm not sure of his stats here, but he's certainly padded those.
Yep.
8 carries, 40 yards.
Oh.
Matt, we've got a whistle now before the snap. 8 for 40, is that what you said, Bob?
Yeah.
It seemed like more to me.
Seems like more, doesn't it?
He has 3 catches for 27 yards, too.
Okay. So he's got 67, almost 70 yards in offense. Plus he's played
defense,
very good defensively as well, and kickoffs.
Yep.
So it'll bring up, what is it, 2nd down and goal in the Sarshone Auto Group red zone. Get your own Sarshone. Here is a fake handoff. Badger got stopped short of the goal line. He's at the 1-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 1.
They're in that bunch set with the 3 receivers aligned closely together and close to the line, offensive line, and the back is set to that side. And on the previous play, they gave to the back, and it was a modest gain. This time they faked to the back, and again, a more modest gain. But they're getting it there by inches and feet.
Let's see what the play call is here. See if Badger goes under center.
Same
Nope.
formation.
He's going to stay back in the gun. Parker Kraft to his right. Allman in motion. And gives it to Kraft, and Kraft fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Parker Kraft. And that extends this Northwest lead to 23-14.
Did you notice the snap on that play?
I did not.
He had to move left.
Yeah, he had to go left.
And,
You're
and
right.
that's not the place you want to have a problem.
No.
You don't want it anywhere, but especially when you're going in.
Yep, there's Parker getting into the end zone on the replay. So the extra point attempt by Ben Shantz is coming up with a chance to extend this to a 10-point, 2-possession lead. Extra point is up and good. It is 24-14. 6:23 to go here in the ball game, and Northwest with a little bit of breathing room here from Canton South. We'll be back.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
CKP Heating and Cooling is the go-to name for heating, cooling, and more. Local owners Chaz and Ty want to thank the community for their business and support. For heating, cooling, refrigeration, boiler work, sheet metal, custom fabrication, and more, go with CKP. Call 330-791-3029 or visit them online at ckphvac.com.
Back here at Canton South, a 10-point Northwest lead. We'll check in with Coach here for that start of scoring drive right after this. Here's a pooch kick taken at the 35 and dropped at about the 38-yard line on the return. And Canton South will start right there at the 38-yard line. Coach, you've got that start of scoring drive.
I do. A very good drive at an important time because it makes it a 2-score lead. Northwest goes 10 plays. Ormond's 47 seconds, total 65 yards, 1-yard TD run by Parker Kraft, extra point by Shantz was good. Northwest now has the 2-score lead of 24-14 over Canton South with 6:20 left in the fourth quarter.
All right, Canton South now needing to get something going here offensively, trying to get this one into the end zone as quick as possible, get a score somehow. Wildcats have played pretty good tonight. There is a rollout. Brody gonna throw and over the receiver, tipped away a little bit there by John Campbell, the middle linebacker who is back defensively for the Indians. I think that was 5, was it?
Had a little hand on the defender to keep him at bay.
So
nothing very egregious, but
South trying to extend the field a little bit here. 2nd down and 10 with the incompletion.
And being down 2 scores, they need an explosive score.
Yes, they do. Hey, make sure you join us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. at Loby's Irish Pub and Grill for our pregame party. Great food and drink specials, football talk, and more. We'll see you there. Billy and I will kick things off at 9 a.m. Got a lot of guests lined up to join us.
Billy, are you a morning guy?
I've got no choice.
Yeah, he's up and early with Pam there in the morning show.
Well, I'm a morning guy.
There it is. I've become a morning person.
You haven't seen anything yet, okay?
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm usually up for the Saturday morning huddle pretty early, too, so I'll be good to go tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Heck, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock we start. You'll be halfway through your day by then.
I know. Yeah, we were. I forget what we were doing the other day, and it was lunch. I'm like, oh, it's lunchtime. Somebody was like, it's 10 a.m.
5:47 and counting. Wildcats got to get moving here. Got trips. 3 receivers in the pattern. 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. This guy's offsides. No call.
Open.
Throw. Caught.
Open.
Oh, he's got it. And Conley is on his way to the end zone. Touchdown. 59 yards. Was it 59?
No, or wait. 59 yards.
59.
That's his third touchdown.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you holding up a 3 for? All right.
I think we just said we needed an explosive
We
score.
needed it, and we got it. Wow.
That's scary.
Torres Conley with the reception, and he got behind everybody. And, boy, was that big for Canton South.
And that play might be added to the group of.
Put that in there, Casey. All right. Keep play, replay. And here's the extra point. It is up and good. Boy, that was close to being blocked.
I thought he got a piece of it. I
It
saw
was good. Yep. All right. 5:28 to go in the ball game. It's 24-21. We'll be back right after this.
Get into SARTA and get SARTA smart. Sure, we're all about Stark County, but did you know we have express fixed routes to Akron and Cleveland? Just take Route 81, that's Akron, or Route 4 to Cleveland. Shop, eat, sightsee, catch a game, or visit the other Hall of Fame. We also take veterans to their Wade Park appointments for free. Plan your next trip to Akron or Cleveland, and SARTA will get you there. That's how you get into SARTA, and where you get super SARTA smart.
As sheriff, George Meyer removed violent fugitives from our streets and is a recognized leader in the fight against drugs. George Meyer secured over $10 million in grants, saving our taxpayer dollars. And George Meyer was chosen to lead the State Sheriff's Association. That's why Sheriff Meyer earned the endorsement of our Fraternal Order of Police. Let's back the blue and keep our award-winning sheriff who saves taxpayer dollars. Sheriff George Meyer, a proven crime fighter, endorsed by law enforcement.
Back here at Canton South, and what an explosive play that time by Canton South as they go 59 yards for the score. And the kickoff goes into the end zone. 24-21 is our score. And, Coach, you have that SARTA scoring drive.
Yeah, we do. We have some drama here on Brett Bueller Field. Canton South, with 5:28 in the fourth quarter, they went 3 plays, 55 yards, total 62 yards covered, 59-yard TD strike from Beagle to Conley. Extra point by White is good. Northwest 24, Canton South 21. We got a one-score game now.
All right. We get a second here. We'll check in downstairs with Billy Beebe and get some scores from around the area. I know we've got a lot of big rivalry games throughout Stark County. Here's a swing pass, caught, knocked out of bounds. And Allman with the reception there. So clock stops at 5:23.
That's great defense. I think it was number 3, Grady Cortez. He fought off the blocker and made the tackle in the open field. That's an excellent play.
Here is Badger, going to keep it. Pushes his blocker out of the way, gets some more running room. Got it to about the 29-yard line, close to the first down. Going to be short.
Good chance here, Frank. I do want to plug.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every year I get to interview Antonio Hall and Nate Moore before the big game, and usually do it separate, go to the school, something like that, but got to get the two coaches together at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, sit them down. We talked about the rivalry itself, their teams this year, the state of high school football, and what they were up to in high school, which is always a fun segment.
Yeah, I did see that, Billy. Great job with that segment, by the way, and thank you to Nate Moore and Antonio Hall for that. There is a running play, going to be a first down by Parker Kraft, gets it out to the 35-yard line, and another first down for Northwest, so they keep the clock rolling. And the chain's moving.
That was yeah. I was going to say, guess who? 43. Right?
Yep, Parker Kraft. Northwest going to take their time as they wait for the play call. The play clock is down to 15. Plenty of time. 4 receivers now. Got them spread out. There is a pass play. Caught. Ullman has it. 40, 45, and gets out to about the 46-yard line. And a great catch that time. Great throw by Logan Ullman. And, Coach, the difference there, Chase Badger got that ball out quick.
Yeah, he did, to the short side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is he avoided the 2 tacklers and allowed them to overrun him, into the sideline. He escaped inside of their attempt to tackle him and pin him to the sideline for a good gain.
Yep.
That was Logan Ullman's 11th catch for 94 yards tonight.
Wow.
Big numbers.
Another guy we can consider for our player of the game. Old Carolina Barbecue. $25 gift card to the winner of our player of the game. Here is a running play. Parker Kraft. And he takes it inside the 40. Well, inside the 45 to the 40. And another first down. So Parker Kraft keeping the chains moving. And that's, his 12th carry, Bob?
11th.
11th carry?
62 yards.
Yep. So Parker Kraft building on his numbers as well.
That's pretty good average.
Yeah. All over 6 yards a carry almost.
Yeah, Northwest patient getting the play in.
Mm-hmm.
And the quarterback has to understand this. They're going to be late getting the play in, so they eat the clock, and I don't have to.
Right.
And then I can promptly get to the line of scrimmage and call it with tempo.
Yep, he does it with about 7 seconds on the clock. Badger keeps, got another first down, tripped up, and inside the 30 gets to about the 27-yard line. And, again, that's going to take some more time off the clock, at least another 40 seconds or so as the clock rolls. 2:45, or 2:46, I should say, stopped with a timeout as Canton South has to take a timeout there.
Got to. It's the right time to take a timeout.
Yep. Hey, let's send it downstairs. Billy Beebe's got some scores for us, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Billy.
Back and forth game at Green as the Bulldogs now trail Lake going up 28-21. And that one, Central, a big winner yesterday over St. Thomas Aquinas. In that rivalry game, the Glen Elk offense has found their footing, but Perry still leading 31-21 over the Golden Eagles. Malvern 34-0 over East Canton right now, guys. Jackson and Hoover going at it. It's a 23-20 game right now. The Polar Bears leading at home. And more to come on WHBC.com as you can look at all the scores around Stark County. Sandy Valley, your Sandy Valley Cardinals, Frank, just took the lead.
Yeah.
25-21.
I saw that, 25-21.
That one just uploaded there.
Go Cards.
Real-time scores.
It is. Perry and Glen Oak, boy, 52 points scored in that game.
So what the head coaches from McKinley and Masson do on Friday night before the game? We scouted.
Really?
Yeah, we scouted. Generally, we were looking at a playoff opportunity, and so we'd separate into 2 or 3 crews and go scout 2 or 3 prospective opponents in the playoffs.
Wow. Here is Parker Kraft. Parker Kraft picks up about 5 more.
To say now, Coach, Massillon has a bonfire pep rally tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what
parade
McKinley does.
Yeah,
Did you guys have a parade and all that?
We don't. We never had a parade on Friday night. Yeah. If there was a parade, it was after the game, not before the game.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Coming down West Tusk, Lincoln Way.
We had a bonfire and there was a pep rally, and I delegated supervision responsibilities to an assistant coach, sometimes a freshman coach, and there were never any issues with my not being there.
Right.
But we felt like scouting was the right thing to do.
Sure.
There was nothing more we could do, in that evening,
right.
To help us, the next day in the game. So we were going to do a little advanced scouting.
It certainly is a busy week, and I know you went through it for so many years with the you've got the breakfasts and the lunches and the parades now and the bonfires and all that stuff. And
be sure to ask me about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll definitely ask you that because we want to know. We want to know. All right, we've got 4 receivers in the pattern this time. Badger's going to keep it, and he's got running room. And he takes it inside the 20 to looks like the 16-yard line where he is down.
It's been an impressive drive.
It
Most
surely
of it
has.
on the ground. They're getting good push. Northwest offensive linemen are winning that battle at the line of scrimmage in this possession especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Badger has 112 yards now rushing.
Wow. And passing
275 yards.
That's a game. That is a ball game. 2:10 and counting on the clock. 3-point Northwest lead.
Poochie Snyderish, right?
Poochie Snyderish is right. Yep.
That's hard to say.
Yeah. He has made his name, the all-time leading passer in Stark County. That one going nowhere, by the way. Don't forget, stick around after the ball game. Billy Beebe will catch up with the winning coach. Still really undecided at this point. Looking like it might be John DeMarco, but we'll see. And clock continues to roll. Play clock at 16. Game clock at 1:25 or 27. And they will get the play in. It is 2nd down and 13. Kraft will get the direct snap. Nope, it is Badger that time. Or Badger, yeah, Chase Badger. And it looked like it went to Kraft because it came to his side, and that was, again, another snap that went a little left. And Badger took it right from Kraft and ran up the middle there for a few yards. It'll bring up 3rd down, and let's call it a long 6.
And right now, Frank, down on the sideline,
yeah,
that timeout not needed just to stop the clock, but these guys look gassed, so giving them a chance to regroup here and try and get the stop.
Yeah, I can believe it because Northwest has just been dominant up front. And, Billy, you're right there. I mean, I don't know how much you can hear in that huddle, but, yeah, you've got to think that their hands are on their hips and they're a little gassed right now. You're right.
Yeah, coming up, this will be the 11th play of this drive.
Wow. That's a lot to ask of your defense.
I'm looking for Billy in the huddle.
Yeah, he's on the track right there. Get up in there, Billy. I remember years ago I was a sideline guy, and Joe Palmisano used to yell at me. He said, get up in that huddle. Put that mic in there. Get in there. I'm like, Coach, I'm not going to go on the field.
Remember, I'm a literal dude. You said he was in the huddle.
Well,
he was for
close.
Him in the huddle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Joe used to yell at me all the time. Get up in there.
You've used up your eligibility, right, Billy?
I got my years left. Mount Union might come calling.
He's a Purple Raider.
Only huddle I'm in is Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, that's right.
There you go.
Do we count as a Saturday morning huddle tomorrow, by the way?
I think that's good, yeah.
All right, here is Parker Kraft, and Parker Kraft spinning his way close to the goal line, got to about the 1-yard line. Not in, but he is close. That might be my first appearance on the Saturday morning huddle tomorrow. Really unofficially the Saturday morning huddle, but
it is definitely grown over the years, and we appreciate everybody who watches. We used to get maybe one coach a morning here and there, and now it's I think last week we had 6 different coaches, 8 different players. You know, we've got our play of the week, all that. So we appreciate everybody who watches.
They've got to snap it one more time.
One more snap. 46-45, and the clock continues to roll. 15 seconds on the play clock, but are they even going to?
This is their version.
What do you call this, Billy? He's thinking. 99. There you go. All right. So that'll do it. The clock will wind down, and guess what, guys? Coach John DeMarco has won his 100th game, and we want to say congratulations to Coach DeMarco, and Billy will catch up with him here shortly as both teams make their way out on the field. Clock still winding down. Now we are at 000 on the scoreboard. And I'm going to turn Billy down for a second while he walks there. We're getting some wind till we catches up with Coach DeMarco. And, wow, what a milestone. 100 wins for Coach John DeMarco. And, Billy, we want you to make sure you send down our congratulations as well. And I know, knowing John, he won't say a whole lot about it. But it's quite a milestone. So congratulations to Coach. And Billy's caught up with him down there now. Let's see if we can get Coach DeMarco. Billy?
All right, we got Coach right here. Let's start with the game here, Coach. Great play by your quarterback, Chase Badger. Made a lot happen for you, not just through the air, but on his legs tonight.
Yes, he did. He did a really nice job running. We had some called runs that he did real well on. But I think what he did more than anything was when we were covered, he pulled the ball down and ran, and I think that really hurts the defense when you do that.
You guys finished 8-2 on the season going into the playoffs. I talked to you about this on the Saturday morning huddle, but how would you describe this team in this regular season? I'm not sure yet. We're still like I always like to say, we're a work in progress. We're still in progress, and hopefully we'll continue to get better here. Not done yet. Long way to go here, Coach.
We hope so.
Before we let you go, congratulations. That's 100 career coaching wins for you. So everyone at WHBC wants to say congratulations. And any thoughts on your time coaching, not just at Northwest, but in Stark County overall?
No, I truly enjoy my time. I'm totally unaware that it's never about me. It's always about the kids. I think all that means is I'm old.
Well,
he's right.
Congratulations nonetheless. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Billy, thank you. And thank you to Coach John DeMarco. And he's not old, heck.
He gave you a great answer to that question. He's still figuring it out.
Well, he just got doused with a bunch of water because I know his team just figured it out, and they certainly want to celebrate as well. Billy, I hope you get a picture of that because that definitely has to go on the social media site as well.
Yeah, Billy set him up.
Yeah,
Billy set him up.
He did. He's going to act like he's mad, but he's not mad. That's a great tribute to a great man, and a nice job by Northwest, and the win tonight makes it 8-2 on the season, 5-1 in the Pac-7. Again, Manchester, the team to beat. They were undefeated, and they will probably go on and win the Pac-7. But right now, Northwest is more concerned with the playoffs, and that's where they will be going after tonight, as they'll wait to see who they end up playing. So, Coach, we've got a lot of wrapping up to do here, but I want to get your initial thoughts after this one.
It's always great to go into the playoffs coming off a win, and only one team gets to do that tonight. And I think that they've got some playoff opportunities, and I think they're up to it.
Yeah,
they showed me enough, both passing and running tonight, that they're a good 8-2 team. And Canton South, I know they're disappointed with the outcome, but should they qualify, depending upon who they play, they can be a pain in the other teams behind.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with how they demonstrated and how they played in the first half. Mm-hmm. That was good to see. So, they got to get over the disappointment, put this in the past, and get ready for a week 11 that they deserve to have.
Yep. All right. Both teams will await and see what happens with their playoff implications, and we'll make sure that we get that information to you as soon as we get it. We'll probably find out sometime on Sunday. It'll be posted probably Sunday night or Monday morning on the WHBC website, so make sure you check that out at WHBC.com, WHBCsports.com. We'll have all the information for you, not only for radio stream and YouTube, so all that will be on there as well, and more information to come on that. We have our final numbers. We'll have you go through that, Coach, and we'll take a break, come back, and give out some awards.
Yeah, decidedly better second half for Northwest than Canton South. Northwest finished the game with 194 yards, rushing to Canton South's 165. Northwest had 275 passing yards to Canton South's 94. Significant advantage, Northwest. 469 total yards for Northwest. Total yards for Canton South, 259. And as memory serves me, they might have had close to 200 at half. So they were really held in check the second half. 27 first downs for Northwest, 16 for first downs for Canton South. 26 minutes of time possession for Northwest, 21 for Canton South. Only one turnover in the game, and that was by the winning team, Northwest. Penalties, Northwest 4 for 50 yards, and Canton South 6 for 37. And some of those pre-snap penalties are gonna bother Coach Dennison even more. Individual statistics for this evening: Brody Beagle 8 completions in 13 attempts for 153 yards and 3 TDs. Zion Culver 19 rushes, 81 yards. Brody Beagle 12 rushes, 84 yards, no TDs. Therese Conley 3 catches, 109 yards, and 3 TDs. That's a significant number. Chase Badger, obviously the most explosive and probably among the best players offensively on the field tonight. Chase Badger, 32 passing attempts, 25 completions. That's crazy. 275 yards total. Chase Badger, 24 carries for 118 yards. So add that together, and that's a pretty good ball night. Night of football for Chase Badger with 2 TDs. Parker Kraft, 14 rushes, 76 yards, and a TD. Logan Allman, 11 catches, big number 11. Not a lot of guys get double-digit catches in a game, 94 yards. And Landon Cross, 6 catches for 68 yards.
All right,
That's
Coach,
it.
Thank you so much. Good work. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to give away some awards, our key play replay of the night and our Old Carolina Barbecue player of the game, along with some final scores throughout Stark County. We'll be back right after this.
At AultCare, we care about your well-being and the importance of being well. You deserve access to the best in healthcare. With over 16,000 providers in network, AultCare makes it easy for you to find a local provider you can trust. Our services are focused entirely on you. AultCare's team of local physicians, nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, and more are available to help you navigate the healthcare system to receive the quality care you deserve. We take your healthcare personally because you matter.
This is Brian Bailey of Old Carolina Barbecue Company. It's pigskin time in Northeast Ohio, and you know that Old Carolina is the official barbecue of football. So if you've got plans to gather at a tailgate or in front of a big screen TV, be sure your buffet line is full of hearty party food. We've got tender hand-pulled pork to make all-pro sliders and hickory-smoked deep-fried wings that will score big points with your party guests. We're covering football fans at our 3 convenient locations in Canton, Massillon, and Alliance. Order online today at oldcarolina.com.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Get into SARTA and get SARTA Smart. Not sorta smart, SARTA Smart. Did you know we have 32 fixed routes? Just look at all the places that'll take you. And that's only some of your SARTA destinations to shop, eat, entertain, have fun, learn, and earn. Catch any of them at our 4 transit centers in Alliance, Belden Village, Canton, and Massillon. That's how you get into SARTA and where you get super SARTA Smart.
For over 60 years, Friends and Family Credit Union has proudly served Stark County. We provide financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Whether it's a loan, savings, checking, or other financial services, now more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family. Come visit any of our 3 locations, online or our mobile app. Our focus is always you, the member.
Back here at Canton South, final score 24-21. Northwest wins. With the win, they improved to 8-2, 5-1 in the pack. Canton South falls to 4-6 on the year, 3-3 in the pack. Now time for our Old Carolina Barbecue Player of the Game, and this one is really a no-brainer tonight. Our player of the game, Chase Badger for Northwest quarterback, 25 of 32, 275 yards through the air. Chase Badger on the ground, 24 carries, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So congratulations to Chase Badger, our Old Carolina Barbecue Player of the Game. Old Carolina, the official barbecue of football. And our winner gets a $25 gift card from Old Carolina Barbecue. So congratulations to Chase for that. And then it's our Key Play Replay. Well, it's brought to you by Sugardale, the Key Play Replay of the game. Sugardale, predictably delicious since 1920. And it will go to Brody Beagle and Torres Conley hooking up for 59 yards on a pass play here. You see it. Conley catches it, splits the defenders, and then he is on his way. 59 yards for the score. And that is our Sugardale Key Play Replay of the game. And congratulations to those two young men hooking up for the 59 yards completion as well. We have gone dark on the field. They're having their the glow night tonight from the band as we look downstairs and check that out. We will give you some scores here before we wrap things up, get a final thought from Coach. Fourth quarter score, Fairless leads Tuslaw 14-10. Fourth quarter, Jackson leading Hoover right now 23-20. It is Louisville on top of Worcester in the fourth quarter 20-17. 49-21 Lake over Greene in the fourth quarter. Sandy Valley has pushed their lead out over Tusky Valley 32-21, that ball game in the fourth quarter. Malvern, a final over East Canton 34-0. It was Perry a winner tonight 38-21 over Glen Oak. Alliance, the Aviators, a big win tonight 41-10 over Marlington. And West Branch pulls away from Salem 26-7 in that ball game. So those are all the scores. Make sure you check in 1480 WHBC here in just a few minutes. Brian Novak will have the wrap-up show for you. He'll have scores, highlights, and analysis throughout the night and give you all the finals, not only in our area, but some of the other areas as well. So, guys, this is it for Week 10, and we have wrapped up the regular season on to the playoffs. And, Coach, before we say goodbye, I want to get your thoughts on the ball game and everything else.
I think that Canton South did a really good job of representing themselves despite the record that they finished the season with. Again, it was maybe the best half of football, by both teams offensively, through the course of the year. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Northwest was able to sustain that, not quite to the same degree as what the first half presented, but certainly far better than Canton South did. And I'll be anxious to follow these teams, should they both qualify. And I'm certain, Northwest is going to have a playoff appearance, and I'm pretty certain that Canton South will earn one too. But I'm anxious to follow their progress in the playoffs. So it's always sad for me when the football season ends, and it's not over. It's just the end of the regular season. But Week 10 marks the end of most of the season. Even if you win a state championship, you've already played more games than you have yet to play. It's like getting old. But it's been a lot of fun for me, and I've enjoyed myself immensely and enjoyed working with you guys, and look forward to doing some more football yet this season.
Sounds good. And I want to remind everybody, tomorrow Coach McDaniels will be with our radio crew at Massillon. Kickoff at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. The big one, the rivalry, the biggest rivalry in high school football across the nation, and we are glad to bring that one to you on 1480 WHBC. But before all that happens, 9 o'clock, Billy Beebe and I and a host of characters will be at Loby's Irish Grill, Irish Pub over there in Massillon. So come out and join us between 9 and 11. We'll have some of the sports guys will be there. Almost all of them will be there for sure. And we'll have some great times in the morning, enjoy some breakfast over there as well. Then the stadium show at noon takes you right into kickoff, and that one, Rick Worstel and Kenny Rhoda will be hosting that one. So a lot of fun tomorrow. Should be a great day. Weather's going to cooperate, and we look forward to bringing that one to you on 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1. So, before we sign off, I want to say thank you to the best crew in the business. Our production assistant tonight has been Xavier Bissett. Our camera operator, Sam Fronsman, Evelyn Heyer. our video producer, and the guy that puts it all together for us, Casey Claxon of Claxon Communication. Our stat guy, Bob Jeffries, the best in the business. Our sideline reporter, Billy Beebe, and my partner up here in the booth, Thom McDaniels. So glad you're with us. This is Frank Cilona saying have a good night. Our final score once again, Northwest 24, Canton South 21.
The AultCare YouTube Game of the Week is brought to you by SARTA, Friends and Family Credit Union, CKP Heating and Cooling, Altman Health System, Sugardale Meats, Old Carolina Barbecue, Sarshone Automotive Group, Menchie's Brothers, Novellus, Papa Gyros, and AultCare, because you matter.